Welcome to episode 18, Hola Heros. I'm Johnny Worthless.
And I am Lee.
I'm Marco.
Apparently I'm Skip.
That's confusing. I'm Phil.
And we are missing Matt tonight.
Matt's not here.
And Travis.
Travis from the
Yeah,
streets.
that's no loss.
It's like I feel uplifted.
A
But
breath of fresh air.
that being said, I must forewarn everybody that since Travis is not here for me to whip tonight, I got a new whipping boy.
I'm glad you said boy.
That's right, it's you, John.
Oh, you're going to pick on me tonight?
I'm not going to pick on Phil. I like Phil.
Why don't you like me today?
Because you just fucking piss me off.
Okay.
It's those glasses. You know what you remind me of? Poncherello. You ever see Chips?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
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 California.
So anyway,
Highway.
go ahead, Marco.
All right, so I wanted to start this off good with good old Phil right here.
Good old Phil.
Good old Phil. I
Old
wanted
Yeller?
to give him a gift. Something he is going to cherish and love.
Oh, yeah. I like this one.
And this, if anybody can see it on the
Oh
podcast,
God!
is for Phil.
All right.
He
Where's my
will,
Bieber one?
He will wear this with pride.
I will. I will wear that. I will get a tattoo of that. I will get a tattoo of this. You've heard it here first.
Oh, yeah, for those on the listening,
Affleck,
it is the Affleck
Bieber.
bat
I can,
symbol.
like, you know,
Batfleck.
Batfleck.
Bat flag.
It's the new insurance.
By the way,
Thank
did
you.
anybody
Thank you,
get a
Marco.
chance to see Jimmy Kimmel?
Yes.
Yeah. Where he talks about it?
I thought it was weak and a little staged.
Yeah, it
But-
felt a little staged.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I knew that was gonna. I knew people hated my ass.
No!
Well, after he did Jersey Girl, I'm pretty sure he knew everybody hated him.
Yeah, I think after he did Daredevil.
Shut up, Phil. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go right into comics this week. We're going to do it a little differently than we have done in the past, where it's not just going to be my sole opinion. Now, granted, I have the
Majority.
autonomy to veto whatever you guys say, but we're going to break it out where we're going to actually let you guys say what you actually read, what your top picks were, and then, of course, we'll go into my top picks, because that's truly what matters, and that's what the people are tuning in to hear about, is what I like.
Is what you have to say.
Right. Okay, so go ahead, Johnny.
I read 4 main books.
You know what I need right now? I need a Nerf gun, so I can just shoot him in the face.
I could have brought you one.
Bring me one next week.
He gave one to
Dude, I
Matt.
gave one to Matt, that huge thing. That she
Oh,
said you
yeah,
didn't
bring
want.
that bad boy in, because I'm going to
Well,
stick
Matt
with him.
has it now.
I'll bring you a paintball gun. You just
that'll
gotta
work.
be careful
Good.
with it.
No, I'm just going to shoot him right in the eye. Go ahead, John.
I got safety goggles. Anyways, I read
That's only gonna happen
I read
once.
4 books, really mainly this week.
4 books.
There were a couple that I kind of just perused through that weren't really catching my eye. Should I just go through all of them?
Well, yeah, that would be good. That's
Cool.
kind of what going over your books means.
Basically, out of the 4 that I read, Cable and X-Force number 14. Got back into this one because of... Oh, yeah. Here, thanks, Margo. Got back into this one because of Hope Summers. Huge Hope Summers fan.
You like that
Um,
80s butt.
Yeah, she does have 80s button. That actually, let's show that because it's right in the beginning.
Well, we had a disagreement about that. You didn't think it looked like an 80s
I didn't
butt.
really think it was an 80s
What is
butt.
It's
the
an
80s butt?
It
It's
looks
that
like an
neon.
80s
That's
butt.
80s butt.
That's an 80s.
It's
butt.
like
looks
she
like a
needs
butt
like a
to me.
neon swimsuit.
You know, I think of an 80s butt, and I think of like this really long...
Yeah,
That's
long-
what it is. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a long butt.
Kind
Well,
of
I don't
is.
know if it's a... Well,
I just think it's a nice butt.
That's like 2 ham hocks.
Anyways,
you know what it reminds me of? A
Hope
heart.
Summers.
It reminds me of a heart-shaped ass.
Shaped ass, yes. Her actually, she's
Look,
got
you let me go
the
ahead and
ass
look
on
at
the
this.
cover too. LaRocca,
He's like, you know what? This
Well,
is my
that's
number
actually...
one pick.
looks like she's taking a deuce.
LaRocca is doing the art on this. Dennis Hopeless is writing. I'm a huge fan of Dennis Hopeless's stuff.
Hopeless.
I haven't been that familiar with him, but I'm reading more of his stuff now. I really like his stuff. No, it doesn't. Are you serious?
He can actually draw feet.
Yeah.
Really? Because I'm not seeing feet here, Marco.
It doesn't.
Go ahead. You go back to talking. I'm
Anyways,
sorry.
LaRocca, you're doing a great job on this book. It's
There's
great.
shadows.
If you're into Hope Summers, if you're
Come on,
into
Marco.
Cable, this book not really. It's kind of just kind of going along with what's going down. Lady Strife is making Hope do things. If you didn't hear the other show, it's the same person. She's just from the future. Anyways, good book. Did anybody else read it?
Nope.
No.
No, actually,
I looked
I
at
did not,
pictures.
John.
Okay.
To me, it looked like the facial drawings are a little bit weak in the beginning and they get better at the end.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. There's more detail on the faces at the very end. Go to the end of the book.
I'm
and then
sorry.
skip
Right
to
now,
the
I'm just
front of the
looking
book.
at the feet,
Oh, okay.
and I got to tell you.
There are none.
Oh, there's a good one.
There's a
that's
foot.
good. That's a good foot.
I mean,
Like
drew
a
one of
boot.
the feet.
What's a boot?
Oh, okay. Here is one complaint I have about this. What is the deal with Cable's cybernetic, weird, stretchy arm grabby thing? I don't get that.
Why is Hope stabbing him in the head?
That's the Psi Spear, and he is overloading, and that's the thing that's going to stop it, and it works.
Got it.
Cable just seems like he has gotten. I don't know. He used to be cool.
Kinda. Then he got a baby arm. That's what the weird stretchy arm thing is. Underneath that is like a baby arm.
No, but if you look, he has a full arm underneath it.
Well, he didn't at one point. I don't know. I don't read that book ever.
I
know.
don't like the artwork in it.
How do you not like that artwork?
Well, because like I said, the feet. It reminds me of Liefeld, really.
That is. I'm not even. You're not. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, dude.
I mean, what is that?
Like
It
how?
looks like a cat
How can you?
face.
How can you remotely? How can you even remotely say that that is anything like Rob Liefeld?
Oh, because the feet suck. The
I
guy
don't care
can't-
about the feet, dude. The people have bodies and anatomically correct parts.
Really? That's
Yeah.
anatomically correct?
That looks like people.
So does Liefeld.
All right, so are you saying that you enjoy his stuff?
No, because I'm
Okay.
not enjoying this either.
All right, whatever. But that's nowhere even close.
All right,
to
but
that.
go ahead, John.
All right. You're Liefeld. Okay, my next book that I got up was Superior Spider-Man 18.
Superior Spider-Man. Wow. And that was number...
I'm kind of going. I don't really. I have a number one book. I'm kind of going in order, but not really. I only did 4.
So are you or are you not going in order?
I'm going in order by what order that I'm actually using, but I'm going to say my number one book last. How's that?
Great.
Whatever.
But if you put a gun to my head, this is the order I'm going in.
That reminds me.
You have a gun?
No, but I'm thinking about a Ray Donovan episode where you
Get on
know,
your knees.
Get on your
Get on
knees,
your
bitch,
knees,
blow
John.
me.
Get on your knees, John. Oh, with the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
All right, moving on. Go ahead,
Yeah,
John.
so Superior Spider-Man
Superior
18.
Spider-Man.
Once again, I'll say I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man 2099.
By the way, the artwork in this is really good.
Yeah, the artwork is good. It
Not so much on the 2099 guy, though.
goes all the way through.
At points.
I think that's Stegman, Marco?
Brian Stegman, yeah.
Stegman. Dan Slott's writing. It's still Parktavius. It's a good book. They're giving you kind of more what's going down with Spider-Man 2099 being back into the present day. And he's like, I know you, Parker. And he's like, oh, I shouldn't have erased Parker's brain. Blah, blah, blah. So it's a good book. They save Normie. He's underneath a car, and they pull him out. And that's really all I got on that.
This whole entire book, that's all you have?
Yeah, I mean, there's not anything that really goes down. What's his name? Miguel O'Hara, his relative that's in the past starts to come back together. So he's doing something that's going to keep his family line alive. You find out some more things. One of the dudes, I'm not sure what his name is. Marco, you might know. He goes and he's kind of like this ghost spirit thing, and he's seeing things in the past. Where he's trying to figure stuff out. Did you read it yet?
No, I did not read it yet.
Okay. I didn't have. It wasn't a spectacular book. It wasn't a terrible book. It was good.
Was it an amazing book?
It was superior to other ones.
What about A Wet Love?
No, it was good. I like the cover. I like 2099. They do use a lot of his lingo.
Mm-hmm.
They
Which
got that
I
whole
don't remember.
Civil War Spider-Man suit, the Iron Man.
No,
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
not an Iron
it's not.
Spider.
It looks like it.
No.
I don't remember in the 2099 books them using that lingo as much as they do in this.
They did.
They did?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was just young. Anyways, my next book, Batman Beyond Universe, number 2.
Ooh, I kind of want to talk about this. I personally didn't get a chance to read it, but I'm hearing some good things about it. Like,
Let's go.
there's like a Superman is actually asking the Justice League how to go out on a date.
Yes.
Okay. Here, all right, Jesse can talk more about that, but
Well, isn't
I
that the
don't-
first part of the book?
Yeah, but it's terrible.
yeah. Here's the deal with this. This book comes out digitally in chapters. Once they make a couple digital chapters, they put it out in print. So the first half of this book is, I believe, 2 chapters of Justice League Universe.
John, doesn't each chapter come out weekly?
Yes. Yeah, it's a little different. Like, say there's 4 weeks in a month. It'll be JLA or JL Universe, and then it's Batman Beyond Universe, and then it's JL Universe normally coming on.
So basically,
Saturdays.
after 1 month of digital comics, it goes into print.
Correct.
Okay.
But now we got a little treat. If you read only digital, you are getting Chapter 4 of Batman Beyond Universe in this book at the very end. So the first half, it's Justice League Universe. Second half, it's Batman Beyond Universe. I've been loving extremely Cal Higgins' run on Batman Beyond Universe till you get to the end of this. And do you want to talk about Superman first, or should I just keep talking about this?
What do you mean?
Well, do you want to talk about Superman?
Well,
Like, as in
I
you
mean,
read
I can
it?
right now, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Jesse's going to talk about Superman first, and then I'll get to me being pissed off at the end.
I really
Well,
enjoyed
because
the
Jesse
second
was
part
actually
of it,
kind
though.
of pissed in the beginning.
I thought it was really lame because it's just
This
like
book makes everybody angry.
it does.
I haven't read it yet.
It's a weak plot. It's just like nothing's really happening.
But what is the
and,
plot, Jesse?
Superman wants to go on a date.
With whom?
This woman, I think it's Rita.
Rita.
Yeah, and it is literally
No more Lois.
No, it's
Did
Rita
Lois
now.
die of cancer?
They don't say anything about that in here. It's just he's trying to go on a date with Rita.
She's got some
But-
great
Oh, and
eyes.
for the record, I do not read Justice League.
Is that Mr. Miracle? And Big Barda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And a Midtown Comics ad.
Yes.
Word on the street is the Joker's Daughter book is already gone for $100 online. It's not even out yet.
It's not Joker's daughter, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's Joker's Daughter right there.
Yeah, but she was actually made an appearance in Catwoman 23?
I think you're totally right. Or was it Justice League America?
No, it's Catwoman.
Cool. But yeah, but and it's not her first appearance, but
No, Catwoman is her first appearance.
exactly. But the Villains Month issue of her is right now pre-sale.
$100.
Yep. Read it this morning. Internet doesn't lie.
Wow.
Never.
Sometimes it does.
Except when it
But
says something's
anyway,
$100.
So back to this Superman plot right here. Basically, he's trying to go on a date with Rita this entire time, and he's asking like Batman and
What is that one called?
which this right here.
No, the
$100.
I don't know who it's in. I don't know like who it's
Is
in.
that a Nightwing?
I don't think so.
Right there. Grab Green
Oh,
Arrow.
yeah. Good call.
All right, go ahead, Jesse.
Go,
I'm
keep
sorry for
going.
interrupting you.
It's okay. And he's just asking advice. How should he do things?
Dark Knight. Sorry.
I'm gonna kick both your asses soon.
Do it. Do it.
Dark Knight what?
Good podcasting.
23.3? Go ahead, Jesse, go.
Kick his ass.
Just keep
You
talking.
want to slap him like you slapped him earlier? No.
No.
Yeah. All right.
No.
But anyway, back to the date thing. Sooner or later, he
23.3.
does get a date,
Okay.
but this date is like totally sabotaged. And,
By whom?
This giant robot.
Giant robot in Superman.
I don't even think they ever say who it is. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
No.
Yeah, it's just like some giant robot. He takes her on a date to like an amusement park sort of thing, and the Ferris wheel. This guy comes up and like rips it apart.
The
But-
giant robot.
That's a sweet pick of Barda.
Yeah, I always like Barda. She
I love
like is
Barda.
this thick.
Yeah.
I mean, she's what Wonder Woman should look like.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
With the exception of Michael Turner, I loved how he used to draw Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I just loved how he draw women.
God bless you, Michael Turner.
But basically, it's just like it just sucked. Like, there's no point reading the beginning of this because it's all over the place. And he gets a date, and then they're like, "Oh,
Of course
now
he
we're-
gets a date.
now
He's
we're-
Superman."
Now we're gonna go on a second date." Oh, and she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go on a second date." And it's just so stupid. It was just pointless. I don't even know why I read the entire thing. I was like, it's gonna get better.
Did it get better?
No. Like, I think it actually kind of got worse because in the beginning it was sort of cool because they're fighting this fire.
Are you sure it's Dark Knight?
Saving a cat.
23.3.
That's what it said in the thing.
Yeah, no. A Dark Knight 23.3 is actually Clayface.
If there's any
Track
reason
4.
to read that book, it's got a cute cat in it. That's it.
Actually,
Phil
if
did
there's
like the
any
cat.
reason
I love the cat. The
to
cat
read
art
this,
was
it's
awesome.
the second part
Phil,
of it
grab me a
because I
Green
did
Arrow
like the
comic.
Batman section of it
Yeah.
a lot.
All right, so go on, John.
All right, so the second half of the book is Batman Beyond. I keep getting confused about this.
4.
Batman
Holy
Beyond
shit!
Universe. Yeah, right? Is it nuts?
$76 currently right now.
Yep.
This says variant.
Yeah, it's third variant. Why is there a third variant? There's no variant.
Whatever, it's going for lots of money. All right, here's the deal. This story's been great. Adam Beechin has been writing it for a couple years.
3D cover.
Yeah,
The 3D cover is currently going for $71.
exactly.
Good thing we're not selling 3D covers anymore.
Really?
So long story short,
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you guys what goes down because everything's great and this is the story and it's wonderful. And basically, this bad guy calls up Terry and says, or calls Batman and says, you have to go to the offshore rig or I'm going to start killing people with their phones. And this is who shows up.
Supposed Nightwing.
Yeah. So it looks like Dick Grayson Nightwing. Now you got to remember
Super,
this is
super little mask.
this is the canon
Yeah.
from the TV show basically, and then looks like Babs shows up, and looks like Tim shows up, and then oh look at the ending, it's full on Batman.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we're spoiling this all over the place. If you didn't read it, I'm sorry, but now I'm pissed. I don't get it.
We talked about that for a while too. It's just there's
Well,
so many.
is it to be continued though with them?
Yeah, it's to be continued.
Well,
The
then
only
maybe
way-
then that just maybe doesn't make sense to you. Maybe they're going to explain it the next book.
Well, no, that's fine. And if it all comes
What's-
out where they're all clay faces or whatever like that, and they're just trying to get one, like
Maybe
mess
they're
with his
robots.
head. Yeah, they're robots. That's cool. That's fine.
It's
Same
like
robots
next
that ruined
issue.
Superman's date.
This is not like everybody was like, oh, the twist, the twist, the twist. This was the twist that I wasn't like.
It's
yay.
drawn really well.
Yeah, it looks great.
It
Looks
says next
fantastic.
issue is Batman.
Except
versus
Nightwing
Batman.
has
Yeah.
a super tiny mask.
Feel it.
Makes no sense.
It's not that small.
That is that small.
All right, so moving on.
Okay, so my final book for the. Like I said, I looked at a bunch of other stuff, but this is my #1 book, and actually, it's been my favorite villains book so far.
That one that you can't find right now.
Yeah, the one I can't find right now.
X-Files.
My favorite villains.
Raish?
Yeah, so far.
That was my #1 pick, Johnny.
Yeah, this is.
We
this-
actually agree on something.
High five.
No.
Thanks, Jesse. For
I got you.
All right. I've been loving, for the most part, the Batman and Robin book. This is Ra's al Ghul in the League of Assassins #1. It's a story that's been told a bunch of times. It's really basically his quasi-origin in the New 52. The art's fantastic. Ra's in a sword fight. They go over a little bit of Bruce. They talk about Talia dying. It was
Wait,
great.
Talia dying.
Yeah. Did you not see that panel?
No, I didn't see that part. You can't do that. I'm surfing.
You surf over there. I'll show Talia being dead over here.
Is this... I don't remember this taking place after Batman Inc.
This is taking place in the present day with flashbacks. So the main flashback is to the time of the Crusades, and then they're over like
Ubu's in there.
Ubu's in here. Oh, and I did a little research on Ubu after we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Bruce actually drops at one point in time that he thinks that there's been many Ubus over the years, and they just use the name Ubu, which is true. But the Ubu that we all know that was from
Infidel!
yeah, that was from like the animated series and stuff. I'm pretty sure that was one guy, and he's been around a lot. He might actually die in this book too. He kind of gets fried. But we don't get any information on that. But that was my #1 book. It's fantastic. If you're not reading the Tomasi, Pat Gleason, Batman, and whoever right now, check it out. It's awesome. Rock and roll.
Okay. So, go ahead, Jesse. Speak.
Okay.
Quick.
Uh,
Underlay.
Quick. Now I have to go fast.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have all night for you.
Penguin, Batman Beyond Universe, and X were the 3 that I chose. And
Top 3.
yeah.
All right, let's do this. Quick.
We just talked about.
We talked about
Beyond
Batman Universe. Are your opinions any different than John's?
I do sort of like the ending. Like I like that it's like what.
So you like the second half of this book.
Very much so. I don't like the beginning half. Like.
All right, so you don't like the dating of the Superman.
Even in the first one, I wasn't too fond of the beginning of it either. But
Okay.
This one I kind of like the end because you're like, what? What's gonna happen? Like it just leaves it sort of like open ended.
Okay.
So I do like that. I like the ending of that, and I like the second half of that book a lot. And actually, this is the one that you told me to pick up.
I told you to pick that up because I personally have been interested in reading this book. For whatever reason, it has not. I have not read it up until last night. Last night was the first night I've actually read this X book. It's a mini series, if I remember correctly. It's actually a 6-part mini series. Maybe it's a 4-part. One of the two. I don't remember. I want to say it's 6. But it is just violent. I mean, pure violence.
I mean, it's like an incredible storyline. So
The art in the book that I barely saw looks amazing.
well, what
I prefer that art over almost any other art I've seen in a comic
I
book
read
in a
the
while.
first one, and instantly I was like running back to the shelf because I was like, I want to read the second one.
Yeah.
So it's like, it basically sucked me because now I'm already on the 5th one. So
Dark Horse did a good thing with this one. Normally I don't read a lot of Dark Horse comics. They just typically don't interest me. But this one, I like it.
Well, they do a lot of spin-offs, right? That's their main.
Their
bread and butter.
big thing really is like Buffy. Has been Buffy and the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah.
Hellboy.
Like their big things really have been Buffy and the Star Wars franchise.
Outside of your worldly, Hellboy and BPRD are huge.
Marco, what do you think the top books from?
Top
Dark
3.
Horse.
Oh, top 3? Oh, well, I'm gonna go with Angel.
I don't know about that one. I would go with Angel.
Angel and Faith.
Angel and Faith.
It's a Buffy book.
It's a Buffy book.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're still loading. Well, I thought they had their own spin-offs though.
The only
did,
thing he's
Angel
doing
and
is
Faith.
trying not to say anything with
Oh,
the
I'm
Hellboy
telling you, I do
universe.
not think BPRD or Hellboy
I think Hellboy
is in the top 3.
It might not be top 3, but it is up there.
What, top 4? How many books do they got?
Top-
5?
They have way more than 5.
Do they?
I'd say they're at least top 5. I'd say they're 5th.
You think
At least.
BPRD is in the top 4?
Hellboy.
Oh, Hellboy. So
Hellboy.
we're narrowing it now.
I'd say
Wait,
Hellboy is.
Does Hellboy even have his own book at this point?
Not
Hell-
anymore.
No, Hellboy and Hell isn't ongoing right now. It's been a couple months before 5 comes out.
All right. There's a bunch of Star Wars books.
Anyway,
At least that was funny.
anyway.
I tried.
Anyway, go ahead. So this
was
X book.
definitely my top pick. Like
Okay.
even over Batman and Penguin, which is still even a Batman comic. This was
Was
Well, yeah,
X
it says
originally-
Batman.
Was X
Well, I'm
originally Dark
saying
Horse
'cause-
back in the day?
I think so. Maybe it was Dynamite. I don't really remember. I don't remember the character. So for me, it's like a fresh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a fresh start for me. So I don't really remember the character. So again,
it is really cool.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't understand why he never takes the mask off, why he is wearing what he's wearing, why he has the lock on his neck, and like it's just there's so many questions that you have like even while you're reading page by page that it's just like it's a really really good read. The art in it is really great too. It's good like if you like I don't even want to say like mystery because it's not like mystery, but it's like that type of
suspense.
yeah more
Thriller?
more suspense than it would be mystery.
Okay,
But,
so it's a suspense thriller book.
With a ton of gore.
I
yeah.
wouldn't call it a ton of gore. Maybe
Yeah.
half
Well,
a ton.
the gore.
There's-
There's a lot of gore.
In the first page,
It's a
they're
good. It's a
ripping
good
shit
amount.
apart,
It's a
like-
good. It's a good amount.
Fair enough.
It's
Yeah.
it's a bucket.
It's definitely
It's a solid
if
bucket
you
of gore.
have a weak stomach, you probably shouldn't read X.
Really?
This just in on
yeah.
Twitter.
Okay.
Bob I comes and says X by Dark Horse is at least 8 issues based on December's solicitations.
At least 8 issues.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Cool, they
I got 4 more to go.
Yep.
Because I think it
Or
was
no, you got. That is the 5th. You said you
Yeah, this
read
is I'm up to
5.
the 5th
Okay.
one now.
So you got 3
Hi,
more.
Bob.
Yeah. So again, I am enjoying it. I would say that the closest thing I can actually compare it to of stuff that I have read is a Marvel book, or I should say a Millar book. Millar.
No, I know, but I was laughing at what did it say on the Facebook? Marvel. Somebody wrote on there.
I don't know. But anyway, a book called Nemesis,
Oh yeah.
which was very gritty, and I'm waiting for a part 2 to that. So, but go ahead, Jesse. You had a third
And Penguin.
and a penguin.
Was also it was more gory than I thought it was gonna end up being because it's sort of like he's telling his like background story, how he became like the Penguin, and it's cool because there's a part where these guys are actually they're like sort of bullying him, pushing him around, and he's sort of
They're
making
telling me he's a pussy.
yeah, like and they're making him seem like or he's trying to make it seem like he's not gonna do anything about it. And out of nowhere he like cuts their throat what does he do? Slice one of their arms off.
He shoots one.
Shoots one with his umbrella.
Yeah.
Like, it just it's really good. It gets better as it goes on too. He frames a man.
Now, see, personally, I gotta tell you, this has always been my favorite Penguin. I always love the look of
Burgess Meredith.
This has always been my, I don't know, the Danny DeVito shit. I hated that, and I hated how the Batman the Animated Series and then the comics started following.
Well, they followed the whole Danny DeVito.
Question: He didn't have the 3 middle fingers fused, did he? Back in that show?
No.
No.
See, look, 1, 2,
No.
3,
That's all I was
4.
asking.
Yeah.
See,
So you don't really care for the spliced finger?
yeah, I don't even care about that. It's the actual.
It's just the acting.
I guess
that
the
was-
overall appearance, maybe.
My favorite portrayal of the Penguin is as not a deformed, like, weird.
Yeah,
guy,
he's
but-
just like a fat little chubby guy.
Well, not even.
Well, question: Do you like
he's
do you like
crazy
Copperplot
looking.
from the video games?
Like,
No, I don't like the
You don't like
Arkham. No, I don't like that because that I don't know. It just troubles me. Maybe I don't know.
My favorite part about the Penguin, the way I think he's done right, and I think it's an annual from the '90s where it's basically they go over the origin of the Penguin, and he's just a dude that was a little bit off, and he got picked on, so he worked out really hard and stuff like that. And I think he actually was in jail when he was doing this.
it's insane.
And he comes out and he's a crime boss. Like, I like the Penguin where he's a crime boss versus the weird, like how in this he runs the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah.
I love the Iceberg Lounge
Yeah.
thing.
And how they've
In
been
this
keeping
comic, they're
that the
talking
same
about
and it
how
looks
they
the
want to shut
same.
it down.
No, I like the Iceberg
Yeah,
Lounge.
I think it's fantastic.
I even liked it in the animated series stuff. I always thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I just don't like them when they, I don't know, when they make them this
They
dark.
overdo
Like
it.
right
yeah.
here?
Yeah, well, that's like shadowing, but I don't know. I just, I don't know.
Actually, in
I
that
do
picture
like
right
how,
there, he
like,
looks a lot
evil
like the
they
Danny
portray him
DeVito
just-
one.
Yeah,
in
he
this
does, right
comic.
there.
That one
Right
right
there.
there.
It
it's
looks like
very-
Danny DeVito, yeah. And I just don't like that Tim Burton Danny DeVito look. I always like that clean upper class suit with the top hat and the little monocle and the little cigar thing. I like that one. That's my ideal Penguin. But he's got to be short.
So basically, just him right there.
Yeah, he's short.
He's
I mean, he's not
Burton
like
Meredith.
he's not a tall guy. But he's a short guy. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
For the 790.
Well, Justin
Hey, I'm gonna
Bieber-
interrupt you a lot.
Isn't
That's
Justin Bieber playing?
No,
Oh,
but he
Penguin.
okay, we'll get to
You did
that.
not just interrupt the Penguin
Bieber is
for
playing
Justin
Penguin.
Bieber.
Okay.
But I do like how he's portrayed in this. He is sort of a little more evil, a little more dark, a little different from even just what you were just talking about. Just
What's this lights out stuff going on?
this right here.
No.
the
Flippy.
Green Lantern crap.
Is this the is this the thing from Relic? And I don't follow Green Lantern as
I
much as
don't
I
know what
should.
that is.
We'll have to ask Spencer.
Spencer.
But basically, this guy right here, he's saying that he knows what he's up to, he knows what he's doing, and he's gonna stop him. And he drugs him in his, I think he brought him out wine. He drugged him and framed him for this murder that was actually one of his friends. And he has him like recorded doing all this crazy shit. And basically, he's
Did he
like,
sodomize that girl?
he cut her head off.
Well, that's not sodomizing.
That's decapitation.
That's decapitation, Jesse.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
That depends. Is your head up there?
Oh well, he fucked her up. She doesn't have a head. She doesn't have an arm. She's bloody and
He's asking where he. Never mind.
blood sex. Listen, I got string.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he did, but I know that he said something about how he made him eat her head, which was pretty fucked up too.
It's like Hannibal Lecter shit.
So basically, spoiler alert, he kills himself.
Whoa! Who's this guy?
This one right here.
Yeah. That
that's,
looks like a Tim Drake.
That's Penguin's. What's her name?
All right, whatever. Keep going.
The girl that's been helping him out the whole time. Lark.
Oh, okay. It looks like a dude. It looks like a Tim Drake.
Yeah, from the back.
It's Katie Lang.
So he's
Don't be
basically
retarded.
just like, if you
Do you know who Katie
try
Lang
to shut
is?
me down, if you try to do anything like that, I'm gonna show your video because he's a public figure. So he just walks on stage when he's supposed to be talking about how he's cleaning up Gotham and shoots himself in the head.
That reminds me when I was a child. What was his name?
What?
Bud Dwyer, the senator or something that pulled a gun out and shot himself. Anybody remember this?
I know the name, but
And then I was told he was actually in part of like the Faces of Death video. He was
Oh,
a
really?
senator, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
internet that.
I like the way he ended it. It's just him sitting there, hands crossed.
All right, who is?
Because I will
is that
always
the
have the
dude?
last word. Yeah,
That's the guy that killed himself.
yeah. This is the guy that killed
Alright, that's
himself.
what I
He
thought.
was friends with him back in
Yeah.
like college, high school.
I tell you.
Hello, T. And
Alright.
he just ends it by because I will always have the last word. So I thought they were cool, but my top pick definitely X.
Okay. Marco?
I read nothing.
I read nothing.
I can I think elaborate a little bit on that Lights Out just from reading some of the Villains Month stuff. It seems like the power batteries do, or the lights do, actually run out at some point. Just because of reading the relic thing, the lights did eventually, because where he came from, I guess they also had people that use the emotional spectrum light, and theirs ran out from using it so much. So I'm guessing that's what's going to happen with the whole Lights Out thing.
Okay. Phil!
Nope.
No comics for Phil?
I
You
looked
like the
at
cat.
I looked at X. Yeah, the cat was kind of cool.
You like
No,
the
I
cat.
looked at X. That would probably be the one I'd pick up if I picked up one this week. So
Phil, what the hell did you do all day?
not a lot.
All right, well, anyway, I'm going to get to mine now. We have, John, stop playing with my toys. Matter of fact, you can't have any more of my toys. Here, you can have a toy. So,
He gave it to Phil.
Phil, put the toy down.
Okay. Sorry.
Caesar Romero would not appreciate that.
Caesar Romero. Oh no, Phil, don't do that.
Again, we go to X-Files. I have thoroughly been enjoying this book. Didn't I give this for you to read?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I wanted to though.
Okay.
You enjoyed it so much you didn't want anybody else to
Well,
read it.
Yeah, he was just
you could have
like,
read
I
it,
can't
John.
read this.
You chose not to.
I didn't choose not
You chose not to. Anyway, you know, the book still is not disappointing to me. It still feels like I am actually watching an episode of X-Files. The artwork is, I don't know what you want to call this.
Is it gotten
B-rate.
worse than it was before?
I don't know what type of artwork it is.
Cartoony.
It is-
No.
It's like
It's more. It's realistic cartoony.
No,
It's got that like smoothed out like
tricky by the
no
front cover,
wrinkle,
though.
no.
I don't know what it is, Phil. It's definitely not cartoony.
It's minimalist, simple.
yeah.
It's
it
that.
was
It's
very
like no
simple.
detail to the faces or no like detail put into like wrinkles or anything. It's that smoothed out cartoon look. That's what it is.
Hey, Lone Gunman.
Yeah,
How's that?
yeah,
Not a fan?
not really. So, but I don't know. Again, I still enjoy the book. They had a really cool variant cover. It was like Scooby-Doo. Yeah. It was a Scooby-Doo variant. You know, I put this... All right, anyway, I want to talk about Deathstroke. Teen Titans, 23.2.
Who wrote that?
What?
Who wrote it?
I don't know. Look. I don't care who wrote a book.
Hopefully it's not Lobdell.
Who?
It's not.
All right, good.
Go ahead. Back
Who
to
Thank
is
it.
you.
Not Lobdell.
All right, it's
Or Loeb.
Doma Windachu writers
Ah,
and Corey May.
well, that sums it up.
That was terrible.
Very very good.
I don't know. Isn't that what it says? Anyway, so we get a little brief history of well, Deathstroke. They've changed up a little bit from what I remember when I was a child, with like the Judas Contract stuff like that. So it's a little different.
Now, out of curiosity,
Yeah.
with villain months, haven't they changed pretty much every origin for every villain?
You know, as much as you know, I enjoy reading DC comics. I gotta tell you, I really haven't read a lot of DC comics this month,
Yeah.
and that's pretty bad considering I get a villain every week, and there should be at least one that I should enjoy every week, and I'm just not into it. I'm more into like looking at the cool 3D covers. That's about the extent of it.
The Raish one.
The race
they didn't
hands
really
down
change.
is like the best.
Yeah, and they didn't. Nothing's really changed.
No.
They added things that have happened in New 52 that say that, oh yes, this happened, but nothing's really changed.
I agree. So I mean, and I don't ever really remember how Deathstroke actually lost his eye.
His wife actually shot it out
Was that how it was?
in the original.
She was kind of a hottie too
She was.
for comic books. So, and then I feel like this belongs in like in a Deadpool book. I mean, Deathstroke's actually.
Deadpool is.
Shut up! I don't want to hear it.
It's true.
I don't want to hear it.
Do you
Shut
even
up.
know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah,
I know
Deadpool
exactly
is
what you're
based
gonna
off of
say.
Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Slade Wilson, Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outfits look similar. Yeah. I know all that. Fucking shit. But I mean, it's kind of weird. But and at the end, you know, he's talking about saving his child, and I thought his oldest was actually Jericho.
I think Jericho is the middle. It's I believe Rose is the youngest.
Rose is the youngest.
But
She's
it's not
actually the
to-
new Ravager, isn't
Yeah,
she?
it's not to the wife. Well, that's the whole thing. This is the new 52. I'm not 100% positive. But then it was Jericho, and then the original Ravager, who I believe died in the new 52 already, was his eldest son.
Actually, that looks like Liefeld's drawings.
No.
What do you think, John?
Am I gonna get hit?
Yeah.
Send it over here.
He wants to
That
feel
that
pain.
that page. That's very Liefeld-esque. What do you
No
think?
way. Liefeld didn't even draw anywhere near.
Marco's
as-
right.
You know, I'm trying not to call you guys a bunch of retards, but you're making
but
it
dude,
really hard.
The fact that you said that the Rocca stuff looked anything remotely close to the Liefeld stuff, and you don't think that looks like Liefeld?
No, I don't. It actually has proper anatomy. No? So anyway, you know, and then, you know, overall, I really like the story. And I like how the only thing that's really going to save his daughter's life is money. Because money at the... And I hate this ambush bug thing.
I was just going to say, when are they getting rid of this garbage?
It's ambush bug.
It's not even ambush. It's that
Ambush bug.
I
Ambush
understand
bug's
that.
fine.
They have to
This stuff is
include it
terrible.
because no
That
one would buy it.
stupid news crap at the end that
Yeah.
nobody cares about.
It's starting to annoy me. Well, actually, you know what? Some of the stories have been okay, if you actually read them. But some of them, most of them are just...
So they're doing the whole Pixar, like we're gonna throw a little short film.
So far,
beginning.
It's not
Or
even
at
a
the
short
end of
film. It's kind of like an overview. What's
Is that
going
what they're
on with
trying
the
to do, though?
But they're throwing it like Calendar Man is in there. What?
in what?
Calendar Man has not. He's not in this exact one, but Calendar Man has been in a bunch of
Couple
the
of them.
end of those things, and
Yes.
I haven't seen Calendar Man anywhere in the whole entire New 52.
Oh, what is Scribble Knots?
I told
Scribble
you
Knots.
about that a long time ago.
Yeah, that's an awesome game.
We're going to get into that then. You're going to talk to me about some Scribble Knots, because that looks cool.
Yeah,
You pretty
because
much,
it's
yeah.
unused.
Well, you
But
pretty much.
When
Save
we
that
get
for
into
games.
games, you can talk about
Well,
Scribble
that's
Knots.
comics related, though.
Well, here, I'm going
It's
to put
games
this in
and
front of
comics.
you, so you can talk about Scribble Knots. There's
Don't
your
forget.
reminder.
Okay. Well, then that'll be our interlude. Into
Now,
video
we
games.
have Infinity, and here's what I'm going to say about it. Thanos looks pretty sweet.
This sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I didn't get to read Infinity.
All right, well, I'm sorry. Thanos is pretty sweet. Black Bolt's in here. That big stupid dog's in there. Again, Black Bolt. I mean, he pretty much decimates everything by speaking. I never really understood that.
It's not all the talk.
Whatever. I wish you were like...
Actually, you find out there's a pocket universe that he can speak in.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And we got
That
some
was
more
like last
scrolls.
issue.
Did you read this or?
I did not read that one.
Okay.
I read last issue.
So, I mean, the artwork's really good in it. And I want to take a chance to actually get a chance to reread it. I didn't get a chance to, like, sit down and truly enjoy it. If I could actually enjoy it, I don't know.
One of the things I'll always say with Marvel's big crossovers, they really do have good artists do them. Like, I have yet to see one of their huge crossovers and go, wow, the art is just really shit in this.
Well, I bet you if you find a Deadpool book, you would.
No. Artwork's great in all Deadpool books.
No, bullshit.
Every single one.
Now we come over here to my number 2 pick. Ironically, in top 3, I have 2, which is actually Infinity. And the only reason why Infinity actually makes number 3 versus Deathstroke was the artwork is way better in this. And it was visually appealing.
There's no Liefeld artwork in Infinity.
There is no Liefeld artwork in Deathstroke. Again, now I am going to say the artwork in this, I am not really digging too much.
You just said it was good.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
No,
earlier.
the Superior, the 2099 dude.
Oh
No,
yeah. You don't like how he's depicted.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
He looks too much like the Civil War guy.
No.
What?
The other dude. Phil's
No.
just being Phil.
It's got the claws.
Phil's just filling
It
around.
does have the claws, and it does in the
Oh, you're
comic
talking
book
about
this
Iron
time.
He's
Spider?
talking about this.
First
Iron
of all,
Spider.
yeah, I know.
This
First of all, that's not 2099. That's actually
That's Peter
something
Parker.
different. Yeah,
That's Peter Parker.
Octavius!
I'm saying it
not
looks
Peter
similar.
Parker.
That's
It's
it.
Peter Parker. It's Peter Parker's body.
John, does it look similar? Yes or no?
The fact that you think that is the Iron Spider.
It's
and
not the
Parker's-
Iron Spider.
No, the
It
fact-
looks
no,
like
the
it.
fact that you think that those are similar is fine for you, Phil, because you don't know. what's
But
going on.
it does look similar.
I got to tell you, I like the
Similar.
new Spider-Man costume. I like it. It's just
You love Park
It's more
Davis
badass.
I do.
Why
I
does
really.
his head get so pointy right there?
because
spider.
Stegman said so.
The hell?
It's got that chin.
A tiny little tiny
I don't
chin.
know.
It's got
I don't know. I like the artwork
Batwing artist.
for.
Or
I mean,
Actually, it looks kind of cool there.
It goes with the story.
well, hold on. There is actually a point in here where I really did like the 2099. Where is it? I think I just passed it. Yes, right here. So, I mean, parts of it is drawn okay, and overall, again, I like Superior Spider-Man.
Front
I
cover's
like the
pretty nice.
fact that it's not Peter Parker. I like that he's very clear-cut. This is what I'm going to do, and gets it done. He doesn't mess around. Now, I am looking forward to in a couple months here. We're going to actually have Venom, which they're canceling, by the way, coming over into Superior Spider-Man. I want to see how that actually folds.
They're also canceling. It's official.
Scarlet Spider.
Yep.
I know.
I wonder what they're doing with him now.
I don't know. Maybe they'll bring him over here.
Maybe.
They
I
just
don't know.
put them in called Superior.
I'm trying really hard, John.
What? Not to hit me?
That too.
That shit's funny. What are you trying really hard here for? Mark's
I'm
gonna
trying
say
not
he's
to
coming
refrain.
through.
I'm trying to refrain from using. Thank you.
Ow! How does that not hurt you?
It
That
hurts.
stings.
All right, and then
Skinny
my top
bastard.
pick, like yours, John, was Raish. Now I got to tell you, one of the things I really don't like about this book, which you seem to like, are these stupid man-bat ninjas.
Oh, I love them. I love them. I hated them at first. Oh, I hated them. I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever to come down the chute.
And then you found out they were fourth trimester, and now you're all about that.
Let's not even get into that right
But
now.
no, when they're drawn properly and used properly, it doesn't. It just. I love it. I love it.
I mean, but let's be honest. You and I said this earlier. This story has been rehashed many times.
Yeah.
So it's not really a new story.
No.
But it is still kind of good. And,
I want to know who the dude is that he's fighting.
you know, he's a little young.
Raish does
Yeah.
look young. Yeah. Raish looks really good because at last week. Well, no, that was before
Yeah.
New 52.
And here's
so
the other
whatever.
thing: everybody always thinks he's like this master, like villain. He's not really a villain.
He's an eco-terrorist.
Yeah, he wants the world to be pure. He just goes out about it a different way. And I like how I don't really think he's actually going to join the crime syndicate.
Yeah, he tells him to go F off.
Pound sand. So, and again, I can't wait for Forever Evil Part 2 to come out because I want to know more what happened to Justice League. I do. I think they're actually stuck on Earth 3. That's my thought.
I do think it's stupid how they're saying they're dead, but showed nothing.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I think they're on Earth 3.
Hey.
Well, there was time that when at the end of was it Trinity War?
I don't know what you're talking about yet, so I can't say
Okay,
yes.
At
or
the
no.
end of the book where the crime syndicate shows up,
Yes, that's Trinity War.
at the end of Trinity War and the beginning of Forever Evil, time went by in between there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I really think our Justice League is actually in Earth 3.
Word on the street, as an AKA the internet said, that a lot of people think. Now listen, a lot of people think
Street.
that what we're watching right now isn't on the normal DC Earth, so which would be I guess Earth
Earth
1.
2?
No, Earth 1.
We are on Earth 1.
But they're saying that the flip at the end, or at some point in time, the big twist is going to be that everybody's not actually on Earth 1; they're somewhere else. It's just a theory. I don't believe it personally.
Earth 1.5.
That makes no sense.
Exactly.
He gets all excited when we say it makes no sense. He's like, exactly.
But
Well, it's like a stupid mastermind plan.
One of the way comic books have worked forever.
so far, I think one of the only good things that come out of Forever Evil was the very last part of
Don't
Forever
you
Evil
dare-
1. No, with
I did
Lex
Forever Evil a
Luthor
lot.
Yes.
saying,
Where are
"This
you?
looks like a job for Superman."
Yeah,
That's because that's something you'd never hear Lex Luthor
yeah,
say.
it was super cool.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say about Dick Grayson. I was going to smack you.
I
Yeah.
didn't know about this. Supposedly, going forward in the Justice League book is going to be the Crime Syndicate and Dick Grayson. Justice League America is going to be Stargirl.
Justice League Canada.
No, listen to this. The next 6 issues of Justice League America is going to be Martian Manhunter and Stargirl going across country and trying to get something done. Then, after, I don't remember the dude's name, but when his run's over, Jeff Lemire takes over, and that's when it becomes Justice League Canada.
Gotcha.
But that's that's something that I'm excited to pick up now.
Justice League Canada.
No, Justice League America during Forever Evil is going to just be, for the main part, okay, you're going to find out that a lot of the Leaguers, I'm not sure who, are going to be locked up. Supposedly, Justice League Dark is going to be following just Constantine, but Justice League America is only going to be Stargirl and Martian Manhunter, and their adventures while this whole Forever Evil thing's going on. I love Martian Manhunter. I think he's a great character. Stargirl, I think, is underused, but I never was a fan of hers just because she was never used properly. But that's something that I'm totally going to check out. And I think that starts... It actually also... I'm not sure what issue it is, but it's the first issue to come out that is after Villains Month, where it's the first issue we're going to see, and they lead to or lift to what happened to everybody. That's the first one. Whatever the next issue of Justice League America is out after Villains.
Well, that is pretty much a wrap for this week's comics.
Yep.
So now we're going to move on to our next segment of our show,
TV.
which is
Video games.
TV.
TV and movies comes last.
No.
We
No?
said TV.
TV, then video games, then movies.
We just went over this.
Ah, yes, we vetoed you. And Matt's
No,
not here.
You were there too. I
It's like,
asked you.
It's like sandwiching.
No, you were talking.
Oh, we're
to me.
sandwiching.
That's weird.
Just tell him. Just tell him.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on. Let's talk about some TV here, guys.
Television.
So, what'd you watch, John?
You took my paper.
Oh, you don't know what you watched?
Oh, I didn't see anything. I have kids.
All right, so Phil, let's talk about some Dexter.
I'm talking about Ray Donovan.
All right, you talk about Marco, you talk about Dexter.
Yes.
Okay, talk about it. Oh, there's one that needs to be talked about that's not even on this list.
What's that?
Breaking Bad.
Did you
Yeah.
watch it?
Damn right I did.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Travis was really like, I want to talk
Travis-
about it, and everyone
Travis from the
didn't
streets
watch
is
it.
So,
gonna say his ass.
Let's go ahead and ask everybody what their favorite TV show is for the week.
Ray Donovan.
Oh, have we got anything on the questions, Billy?
Nope.
Have we asked any questions?
All right. Well, I watched Dexter.
Is it the last one yet?
Second
Nope.
last. Next week is the last.
It's the penultimate.
Yeah, it was kind of boring for the penultimate.
So there's only one. There's only one left.
Yes.
Okay.
This set everything up for the shit to hit the fan, though. Like,
yeah.
officially.
You pretty much find out Dexter's dark passenger is gone.
Who's Dark Passenger?
he gave him.
It's
Gave him up.
his basically. It's his alter ego. That's the reason he feels he needs to kill.
Technically,
he calls it his dark passenger,
his
like
dark
his dark
passenger
side.
is
Okay.
his brother, correct?
No,
No.
his
'Cause-
dark passenger is
it-
something
it-
that. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Phil.
no, I got that, but
You
it
think
was
of, like,
resembled as the brother
No.
at the end of last
No,
season, wasn't
no,
it?
it
No.
never was.
It's like a demon kind of that lives inside of him, and in the books,
Yeah.
it's more supernatural.
Well, then
It
what-
is more
when he
supernatural
was
in the books.
picturing his, I always like assumed like his dark passenger was really like the good side that controlled it was the father, and the bad side was the brother.
No, the dark
No.
passenger was basically whatever was set in him when he was a child and his mother was murdered,
Yeah.
and he sat in a pool of blood.
But I mean, now that it's gone,
That's a
though,
hell of
his
a child.
father, his father that he has visions of is kind of no longer going to be there. That's kind of what they went over the show.
Yeah.
His father had visions of.
Yeah.
Well, his father's dead. His father gave him a code to follow.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
That's always been like his Jiminy Cricket, pretty much.
And now, since Dexter has let go of this evil inside of him, saying he doesn't need to kill anymore, his father's like, "You don't need me anymore."
You don't need the
He chose love over evil.
Yeah.
I guess is the point.
Idiot.
overkilling.
Yeah.
So, are we
So-
thinking?
Being stupid, he goes, "I don't have to kill you," to the brain surgeon. Walks out, tells his sister, "Go and arrest him." The marshal guy comes and
Yeah.
frees the brain surgeon. Deb gets shot.
brain
to
surgery.
black.
Yeah.
So do you think it's going to end like Happy and Roses and Wonderful?
No,
Or do you think everything's going to burn to the ground?
I think what I said last week is going to happen.
What'd you say last week?
How you doing, Phil?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. I don't want to spoil it because I was told not to spoil things like that.
Who
Because
told
I-
you not to spoil things?
I told him
my
not to spoil
girlfriend.
things.
No, my
Well,
girlfriend.
we
actually.
spoil things on this show.
Marjorie,
You cannot-
Marjorie, it's not his
There's
fault.
a difference
You
between
It's not his
spoiling.
fault,
You,
Marjorie.
look, you cannot do a review properly.
Put it this way: he's not reviewing.
I'm not reviewing
He's
it.
guessing what's going to happen the
Well,
following.
good. I want you to speculate because now you're not
But
spoiling
he
it. You're-
knows. He's already seen
No,
the
he
script.
doesn't know.
I've seen the script, and it's from watching the end. The leak of the script is
I think the leak is bullshit.
no. I think it's 100% on because things that I've read in there happen.
I know they've happened, but I think I have
No.
a theory that they leaked that because I think this is setting up for him to completely go off the deep end.
Matt says
And-
Dexter
and-
sucks.
Well,
Ray
Matt-
Donovan sucks. Sons of Anarchy sucks. And then something about Breaking Bad. I don't know what that means.
Matt thinks everything
Matt
sucks.
hates everything.
Oh, and I have to do Breaking Bad because you guys are not going to do it justice, which I can
Well,
believe.
none of us.
Well, if
watched
Matt was
it,
here,
so-
he could do it justice. But
Well, what is he doing this
Could
time?
he do it justice? 'Cause-
huh?
Could he do it justice?
No,
'Cause he
probably
hates
not.
everything?
Matt,
Yeah, he
Matt
hates
hates everything.
All right. Well, okay. So that was Dexter.
Okay.
What are we going on to next?
Well, why don't we hit Ray Donovan?
Okay.
Now, Phil,
Why don't
last
we
time...
just start calling it Phil Donovan?
No, actually, have you watched the show yet?
I don't have TV,
I will.
dude.
I'm going to give you my.
Whoa,
I'm going to give you
whoa, whoa,
my. Your pad thing.
No, it's on... You would have to set it up on his Wii.
His tablet. I could set up on his tablet though.
You could do that.
Yeah. I'll set you. I'll hook you up.
The tablet you gave me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you the hookup. Ray Donovan the last couple of weeks.
Wait, you gave
it's
him
been
a
getting
tablet?
more- Yeah.
Does it work?
Yes.
Is it able to, like...
It's a Nexus.
Bitch, you better be writing articles.
I just edited one today for no reason at all.
I don't care about you editing. I want...
Was it the Sons of Anarchy one?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't know you were doing that. I was sitting there. I was going through it trying to edit the
I'm
best I
not
could.
going to pick up
Did
the
you edit
phone,
it?
a
Matt.
little.
Yeah, I
Not a
edited it.
lot.
I edited good.
All right,
Wait,
I'll
we should
well,
put him on speaker.
Okay, hold on. All right, Matt, go ahead. You're on speaker.
Yes, you are. You're going to answer the phone. You're going to tell all four of these idiots to stop talking about the dumbest shit in the world.
What are you talking about there, Matt?
Okay, one, Phil, you're so goddamn fat. Marco, spill the beans on Dexter. Phil, shut your fucking mouth. Done deal.
Hang up now.
Talking about Phil being
Hang
fat.
up on him. Here, let me.
Wait, what happened?
I'm sorry, Matt. Phil just hung up on you.
That's what happens when you don't show up.
It's
Okay,
total-
so anyway, let's move on to this
Was
Ray
Matt-
Donovan.
Is Matt drinking?
All right. So,
But Ray Donovan, now the last episode I saw, we had John Voight who
Yeah.
was in this dude's house and shot this guy point blank.
Yeah.
And then
the
there's a
FBI
baby.
The FBI. Or are you talking about when he tricks? Well, he doesn't really trick, but he gets the main actor killed.
Yeah.
All right. So
And then there's a baby left in a hotel room.
the
That
baby
Ray,
was left in a hotel room. The baby, pretty much in this episode, it was left to Ezra, the main guy who basically puts all the money into Ray Donovan's operation.
Okay.
The guy who had the brain surgery
Right.
done. He was left a kid, but he's too old for a kid. He can't basically take care of the kid. So it's kind of looking like he's trying to pawn it off on Ray Donovan and his family right now.
well, Ray said he wanted to have a kid.
Yeah, which is what's
Let me put a baby in you.
yeah, pretty much. But this episode that goes down, and I'm just gonna spoil everything here.
Well, good,
Bunchie
because
goes
I
off
want you
the
to
deep
properly
end.
review something.
Great. Bunchie goes off the deep end, and even though it looks like he jumped off the building the last episode,
Yes.
that was in his mind, him basically mentally breaking down. And what he did was he took a gun and went after
The priest.
The priest.
Right, he's going to
And-
shoot the priest for molesting him.
In this one, he shoots the priest, but then he realizes what he's done, so he gets the priest in his car and drives him back to the gym where they all train for boxing.
Okay.
Okay, see, Matt's sending text messages now.
Okay.
Anyways, so basically, they basically have a segment where it's like 15 minutes where they're trying to decide what to do with the priest. The priest is bleeding out all over the place, and in the end, Ray Donovan says, you know, hey, we're gonna help the priest. We're gonna basically, I'm gonna take him to the hospital. Just load him on my car. The priest knows that he ain't gonna just fucking friendly load him into the car and take him to the hospital. So he's begging, hey, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Ray Donovan loses it, pulls out a gun, shoots him right in the fucking
Shoots the priest.
head. Shoots the priest in the head, gets rid of him.
Well, now he did molest his brother.
Here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
The wife was
Ray
supposed
Donovan's
to be
wife.
Ray Donovan's wife, who was supposed to be at the house being watched because the hitman's pretty much after Ray Donovan and his family now.
Right.
All right, so she was supposed to be at the house. She catches wind that shit's going down because the security guard's like, "Hey, you can't leave right now. You have to stay here." And she's like, "You don't tell me what the fuck to do in my own house." So she's like, "Listen." She calls the kids down. She's like, "Try to stop me," and he ain't gonna like basically put hands on her or something. So she leaves the house, shows up at the gym, and walks in right after he's shot the priest in the head, and she has no idea that there's anything going on illegal with Ray Donovan's operation. So she basically walks in and finds him with blood all over the place and a dead priest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that's pretty much where it wraps up.
All right. Then we're going to move on to our next show, which is Sleepy Hollow. Who watched it?
I did.
Okay. Tell me a little bit. Is it like Ichabod Crane and...
Orlando
is.
Jones is in it.
Actually, it has a lot. One of the people I was surprised to see die like right away. It had what the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
He was in Highlander. He was the Kurgan in Highlander.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's in it in the beginning. He plays but he is a narrator. Clancy Brown.
Yep,
That's
Clancy
it.
Brown.
He gets his head
The
cut
only
off.
one.
Yeah. Was surprised to see him in it, and surprised to see him die so fast. But he does seem like he's a narrator.
You say he gets his head chopped off?
He gets his head chopped off.
How ironic.
Now, yeah, I know.
Wait, hold
He
on.
still
Isn't
is
that
the only-
sodomy?
Oh Jesus.
Come on, that was hilarious.
If your head's up your ass, technically it would be.
It's only if, like, your ass bites your head off, like
Yeah.
in Teeth.
Yeah. That was
So-
Saying
nice.
that.
So
You
yeah,
haven't
there's a
seen Teeth,
lot of
check it out.
Teeth wasn't that good. There's a lot of more. It's a lot more supernatural than. First of all, it takes place in present time.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a modern-day Ichabod Crane.
No, it's not modern day. Well,
It takes place in modern day. But
Help
it's
me out
like
here,
the
Mark.
past is
Alright.
coming into modern day.
okay. He basically he kills this guy on a white horse who wears a mask. This is in Civil War, whenever it happened, times. They both die together, and
Get out of my camera.
You find out his wife is a witch. She buries him, and both him and the Headless Horseman are intertwined by blood. You also find out that they're taking a totally different stance, as in the Headless Horseman is actually death. He is one of the four horsemen. He is death. He rides a white horse. So it's kind of cool. He's teamed up with some female cop who has seen demons. It looks like the devil comes in at the end. So far, it's pretty cool.
How are the effects?
Pretty good.
Billy, we got a lot of Twitter things going on right now.
Why?
I don't know. My phone's blowing up.
You might want to go to the @
Billy, are you
Billy.
drawing whales?
No, I'm not drawing well.
Are you smoking whales? Is
Yeah,
it-
smoking whales.
That blubber,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, the only tweet I have here is at Daffy Duck Dodger saying that Sleepy Hollow was his favorite show of the week, even though they already killed off Clancy Brown and Harold Dooley.
What about the Green Lantern Lights Out crossover?
I don't see that one.
Yeah, I got that one in there.
Is it under HOH?
No, it's under Hall of Heroes. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. You done?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Good. So now we're going to go to Breaking Bad. So Matt says I have to do this justice, and I'll do my best.
It was good. Moving on.
It was
Some people died.
yeah, last week, Travis, give him credit. Travis actually called it. Hank dies.
Hank dies at the
that.
beginning of the
At the
episode.
beginning?
Beginning of the episode. At the end of the previous episode, you see the Nazi skinhead group roll up into the desert. They say, "Show your badges." The dummies decide not to show their badges, and they get all shot to hell.
They were gonna get shot to hell either way.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Okay. So then they all get shot to hell, and then Frank is like laying on the ground and refuses to beg for his life, which I thought was kind of noble.
Who's
but
Frank?
Hank. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Hank, the brother-in-law.
No, I know Hank
Okay.
is. I got confused.
So, and then you have Walt trying to plead and beg for his life. And Hank's like, the guy already made up his mind 10 minutes ago. And then, pop! He gets shot. Dead. Finitoed. And they steal all of Walt's money. All but one barrel, which was the equivalent of $11 million. And they put it in the Chrysler 300, which, oh, by the way, during the shootout, they accidentally hit the gas tank, and now it's leaking. So then he goes to some Indian and gets the thingy, gets the guy's pickup truck and goes home. But in the meantime, Hank's wife actually goes to the car wash and, tells Hank's wife that you're going to have to, I'll stand by you, but you're going to have to tell your son what's going on. The son doesn't want to believe it.
Hank's wife or Skylar?
Hank's wife tells Skylar,
Oh,
okay,
I'm with you.
that
now.
I'll stand by you through this, but you're
you
going
need
to
to
need
tell
to tell Walt Jr. what's
Okay.
going on. And she does, but Walt Jr. doesn't really believe her. And then they go back to the house. Walt's already there. He's packing up all the clothes. And, well, then she decides she's going to... I fucking hate Skylar. I really do. I mean, she's on the fence. She's off the fence. She's like, oh, there's all this money. No, there's not. This bad. When it benefits Skylar, it's good. If it doesn't benefit Skylar, then it's bad. I don't like her. Matter of fact, I wish she would have died. I like Hank. I have more respect for Hank than I do for Skylar. But I also don't like Hank's wife too, Skylar's sister.
I don't like her.
She's just a, excuse my phrase, but she's a dumb cunt. I fucking can't stand her. I mean, she acts like she's all high and mighty, but in the beginning, she was a freaking little petty shoplifter who was stealing shit. And if it wasn't for Hank, her ass would be in jail. If it wasn't for Walt, Hank would be dead. So everybody's blaming poor Walt. Well, he's not that. I mean,
to be fair, he's dead anyways because of
no, Walt's not dead.
No,
Hank's
dead.
No, Hank's dead because Hank
Was in the
had
DNA.
to. No, Hank had to pursue this.
Yeah.
If he would have just left it alone.
Yeah.
Then,
Then again, if Walt wasn't a criminal,
his sense
with
of
all that
duty
stuff.
was stronger than his sense of family.
Yeah, but he was DEA, right?
He is DEA. Well, he was DEA.
Yeah.
So he's dead. But then, they take Jesse Pinkman, who goes screaming and crying like a little bitch. He was all ready to help take Walt down, but now he's a little bitch. And they chain him up, and I think what they're going to do, they have him in the meth lab. He's going to teach them how to cook Walt's recipe. At the end, Walt takes the baby and then realizes, hey, this may not be a good idea.
Baby Holly.
And leaves her in the fire truck. And then goes away. Now, I think what's going to end up happening, Walt's going to come back, exact some revenge on the Nazi guys, and kill Jesse.
You think he's gonna kill him?
Jesse needs to die.
I don't think Walt's gonna kill Jesse.
I think he will. Because he actually wanted Jesse dead in this episode. If it wasn't for, I forget the guy's name, Jesse would have been dead.
I think Walt's gonna go and be like, no, Jesse, I can't kill you, and then Jesse's gonna kill Walt.
No, Walt can definitely kill Jesse.
I'm not saying that he
No,
can.
no, Jesse needs to die.
You guys are saying kill Jesse.
Yeah, I know. I
Too
was like,
much.
I was like, you probably feel
Just tweeted
pretty
and said that
uncomfortable.
The Thunder Twat needs to die.
Who's the Thunder Twat?
I don't know.
Moving on.
Yeah. No.
All right, so that's my justice for for Breaking Bad.
Matt's drinking the Thunder.
Right. So it's good. I mean, we're down to I think 2 episodes left of
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy. Anybody watch Sons of Anarchy?
I watched Sons.
Matt did.
It was.
Well,
it
we
was
already know Matt
decent.
hates it. Matter of fact, if you want to check it out, check out Matt's review. It's
it's
up
on the
on our
website.
website.
Matt was a little harsh.
Matt's always a little harsh.
Yeah. I think it was. It was probably like a 7 out of 10. To be fair, I mean it wasn't. It's still
Now, this
nothing
being
special
you
right
who
now.
says a 5 is the worst you can get.
Go. To me, it was like it was worth a watch. It wasn't an amazing episode. It wasn't an okay episode. It was a good episode. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It had killing. It had moving the story forward. It had everything you wanted, except there was no big wow factor.
So back on Breaking Bad, Matt just tweeted Jesse won't die, but Walt will kill the Nazis. Nazi spelled N-O-T-Z-I-E.
Oh, Jesse's gonna die.
N-O-T-Z-I-E-S.
Jesse's gonna die. One of the two main guys has to die.
Oh, Jesse's gonna die, and I think Walt will end up dying too.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna go away in Mexico and create some kind of new crystal meth empire.
Both of them would have had their own spinoff. One of
Yeah.
them would have had their own spinoff.
Yeah. So I think that's what's gonna end up happening. What?
Are
You got more about TV?
Yeah.
You watch some TV?
Hell no. Walking Dead 2015 spinoff.
That's correct.
Robert Kirkman is very excited. What they're going to do. They didn't say exactly where the show's going to take place, but it's going to be a complete different group and what they do and following them along. That has no ties to any other
of the current Walking Dead, yes.
any
So
previous stuff.
personally, I think they should have announced this last season. So that way you could have left Merle alive, and it could have been like you could have taken Daryl off the show, and it could have been a Dixon Brothers show.
They don't want to have any ties to anything else. They want it to be their own thing. Now, not saying that they won't have crossovers.
Daryl and Merle were not really part of the comics anyway. Right? No, he said he didn't want to be anything part of
but
the
Daryl
comics.
wasn't involved. But now Daryl is a part of the TV show. The TV show is its own entity, aside from the comics now.
I just want fucking Daryl to die.
Why?
I want Daryl to die this
You
season.
want riots in the street?
Yeah, absolutely. I want Daryl dead. I like the character. I do. I just want him dead. Make him a zombie. Make me happy.
Because I'm Batman.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's really it for TV. Well, no, actually, that's not true. We do have a couple TV news. We have Arrow.
Michael J.
Oh my
White.
God, it's your notes you don't even know?
Michael J. White is playing Bronze Tiger. And where's that other dude's name?
What about the guys playing Flash?
Did you take that paper?
Oh, Arrow.
What's his name? I
The
couldn't
guy
remember his
from
name.
Glee?
Yeah. He's been on Glee. He's also
Grant
been
Gustin?
Yep, Grant Gustin.
Playing the Flash, 3 episodes of Arrow?
Yep, he's going to be in 3 episodes. The first 2 are back-to-backs, and then the one is later on. Basically, the way this is going to go down is...
Is he Barry Allen?
Supposedly he's Barry Allen. Now, what story they're going to tell, and if he actually is Barry Allen, I am not 100% positive on. I read that he is...
You know, you make a great politician because you speak in riddles.
Yeah, totally.
You never come out and say anything true.
I like how he just agreed. Yeah, totally. Yeah, got that right.
Speaking of riddles...
Yeah, whatever.
No, anyways, he's supposed to be Barry Allen. I have not seen where it's confirmed that it's Barry Allen.
I'm pretty sure it was confirmed he's Barry Allen.
Okay, rock and roll.
Okay.
But it's two episodes back to back. If they do good and everything's cool, they're gonna do a spinoff.
We already know they're going to do well.
They're probably gonna be the highest rated episodes of Arrow ever.
I don't know.
That's
I
not
mean,
saying
the
a lot.
CW doesn't really get like high ratings
Yeah.
compared to like
That's not
NBC and
saying-
stuff
Whatever,
like
dude.
that.
There's a ton of hype behind the Flash being on there, so
Okay, well, there's a ton of hype for every Smallville episode that actually had like superheroes and supervillains on it that were actually part of mainstream. Because
to a point, I mean, not
Yeah.
as much as this one.
Arrow's
Really?
Arrow's getting
Well-
a lot of
well, Arrow is different
Word.
because it's darker. It's not teenager related, really. I mean, I guess teenagers can relate to it with I don't know.
Their teenager stuff.
I don't fucking know. Roy
There's
Harper.
Michael J. White, Bronze Tiger, whoop whoop.
Who used to play Spawn
He was Spawn, yes.
and also played in the Batman movie,
Yeah, he's in Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. He's no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, the Batman movie.
Yeah.
The one that
Ben
you didn't know about.
Affleck Batman movie.
So
One more thing about TV.
Oh,
next
I'm so
week,
sorry.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. starts
Yep.
Tuesday.
is that next week?
It is.
Agent
Okay.
Coulson.
I've been watching a lot of like previews and stuff,
Yeah,
so it's
starts
actually
starts Tuesday.
level
my,
7
My only
security.
gripe about that so far is it looks like a TV show.
Because
It is a TV show.
John.
Does anyone have any clue what I'm trying to say?
You want it to look like
Right.
a movie?
He would rather it have more movie look to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, big budget, but they don't have a big budget, so
ABC, Disney. It's a pretty big budget.
no, it doesn't.
Supposedly the helicarrier is going to be in it.
Any basic cable,
So-
it might have a decent budget for
In the
basic
first
cable,
episode,
but
if we see
FX has a bigger
helicarrier,
budget for their stuff.
internal set design, I'll be very excited.
Well, dude, they already have the set design. They can just reuse it. You
Why
do
not?
that.
That's what I'm saying. If they use that set for the helicarrier from Avengers, that'll be awesome.
I don't think they're going to.
Says it. Internet said so.
I love-
Fucking
say-
internet.
look at the camera when you say it like that. Say it.
Internet said so.
There you go. Moving on.
Video games.
Video games.
Gamescom.
Okay.
Gamescom.
All right. So before
Tokyo
we
Game
get no,
Tokyo Game.
before we get into Tokyo Games,
Tokyo
Phil,
Game.
could
Okay.
you open the book, please?
Okay.
And could you tell me about this video
Okay,
game thing?
so
Is it what
Scribblenauts-
system is it on?
Scribblenauts is a mobile game. It's on your
Oh.
phones. It's on DS.
That does not
Relax,
be on
relax.
phones.
It's still kind of a cool game.
Can I play it on
It-
my Wii?
I think it is on the
No.
Wii.
I got a
think
Wii.
it's on the Wii.
It's
isn't
Wii
it?
U.
Wii U, whatever.
don't even know
Basically,
what that
the
is.
game. This is like an add-on to the game. The game itself is you're given puzzles and missions to get through, and you basically have to write a word or a noun of anything you can think of to get past that.
Well,
so
this
if you
game just
if
sucks.
there is
It went from awesome to suck in like
all right,
2
if there
seconds.
is a tiger in front of you gonna maul you, you type in vampire Tyrannosaurus Rex, and a vampire Tyrannosaurus Rex shows up, and it mauls the shit out of the tiger.
Dude, you can have God
if
fight
you
Cthulhu,
if you're
so
a
it's not that bad.
Oh, that sounds cool now.
no, but yeah, but
got
there's a
cooler
whole
again.
you can
Yeah,
you can write
I was
anything
like,
basically,
yeah.
but this right here, this add-on is going to bring the entire DC world. Anything DC related, you can write in, and it will appear, and you can make your own DC character.
So I can write Frank Miller and Frank Miller shows.
Kind of, pretty much. No, well,
What?
if
not
you go
funny.
to
What is wrong with
if
you?
you
It's not funny.
if you go
I'm,
through.
I'm Matt walking out. I'm throwing some papers. I'm walking out.
You gotta go through Gotham City. If you get to the Batman supercomputer, you can access
The
everything. that's
Batman
in-
supercomputer?
Yeah, or sorry, yeah, Batman supercomputer. Batman has a supercomputer. What the hell's wrong with you?
Well,
Batman
you just
doesn't
get
have
to
a
the
supercomputer?
Batcave.
Well, whatever. If you use the Bat computer, okay, that's what it says right here. You can access everything that you can possibly come up with in the game.
What if you put Doc
What are your
Brown in?
feelings right now, Lee?
Lee, talk about your
You're
feelings.
feeling you have this look where it's like you might be happy, but you also might just go punch a baby right now. Like
I would
that's why
never
you
punch
have,
a baby.
You look.
I
like
might
it.
punch John in the face, though.
But John's a baby.
Wait, you can
Look
hit
at
me in
that
the
beautiful
nose?
baby face.
I might break your fucking
He's got
nose.
that fresh
come
baby
on,
set.
dude, that's
There you go.
terrible.
You
All
made
fourth
me use the word
primates
fuck.
Oh my
I almost went
You're
to
not letting them live
I'm pretty sure I went the whole episode
I'm
without
pretty
saying
sure
fuck.
The first sentence out of your mouth tonight had the F word.
Yeah, but that was before we actually aired.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, absolutely. Edit that shit out just in case.
Wait, I thought we were gonna actually have a PG-13 night where we don't.
Yeah,
say
we
the
are going to
F
have a PG.
It's definitely not fucking
Just
tonight.
All right, so all
Okay.
right, talk to me about some games, Phil.
Okay.
There's GTA just
Tokyo.
released.
GTA 5,
Tokyo.
very first day in sales, it made $800 million in sales.
Could you shut up?
Tokyo.
Tokyo Game Show. But it made $800 million the very first day in sales.
GTA 5.
I will throw my shitty iPod across the table at you and put it
Wait,
in
doesn't
your
like
glasses.
Matt owe somebody money because GTA 5 made money or?
No, that's movies.
Yeah, that's
You're
not
going way
personal.
too fast right
We
now.
haven't gotten to that
Slow
part
it
yet.
down.
I'm waiting to get to that part.
Okay.
Remember?
Me too.
TV,
I know.
video games, and then movies. It's a sandwich of awesome. Yeah. Besides that, Ico came out on the PlayStation for free.
What came out?
Ico, the HD remastered version. You never played Ico and Shadow of the Colossus on PlayStation 2?
No.
I know Shadow of the Colossus.
Are you serious? Those are like the two biggest games ever.
You know what
for
game I really
PlayStation.
remember playing for my
Wait,
PlayStation?
really? Oh, wait, what, you're talking about PlayStation?
As like PlayStation 2. Those are like the biggest
You know what games
classics.
I remember playing for my PlayStation 2, Phil?
GTA and Spider-Man, probably.
No and no.
Tony Hawk.
Well, Tony Hawk was a good
I
one.
definitely played that on PS2.
I
Snowboarding.
No.
What was the game?
First one was called Dragons.
That was a big one, apparently.
Not a very good one.
Okay, that's fine.
But I enjoyed playing it because
Okay.
you can make dragons and they evolve.
Was that the really shitty one where you
Yeah.
rode?
You nailed
can
it.
make dragons?
Yeah, it was.
It was really shitty.
Maybe you
was.
should pick up
I wanna-
Lair for the
It's-
PlayStation
I wanna
3.
play
I don't think it was. I think that's what he's talking about. No, wait, are you
No.
sure you're not talking about Lair?
No, it's not.
No.
For
It's not
PS3?
No, 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 no. It was.
I want to play a game.
And
where
then
you
my
make
my
dragons.
other game was actually Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, yeah, well, there you go.
I had that on PS2.
Metal Gear is awesome. That was like one of the benchmark
So
games.
those were like my two games. For
Metal Gear
PlayStation.
4?
No, I thought it was 2.
Sure it wasn't 4? 4 was like the end all be all one.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Alright.
That's when they were on a
You
ship.
sure that wasn't on
They were on a ship.
Wait, was
They
it
were on a
Metal-
ship in like 3 of them.
Well, the first one
The
was Metal
boat.
Gear Solid. No,
Yeah.
it's PS2.
There was Metal Gear
was it not?
Solid. No.
Well, anyway, that's
there
what
was
I
4
remember.
on
Okay,
PlayStation-
move
there was
on,
2
damn it.
PlayStation. Whatever.
Anyways, Metal Gear and
All right. Is there any
Dragons.
Xbox news that you can think of?
You're the video game person. We went over comics.
Okay. Well, you like Xbox, don't you?
I do like Xbox.
Okay. Well,
Up until
I
recently.
got nothing for Xbox.
I have a Wii.
That's
Yeah, I'm a little upset with my Xbox right now.
because Lee can
why are
see
you
what-
upset with your Xbox?
Because you
Because
can
he
see
can
what
see
he's
how much money
spending
he
now.
spends.
You can see how badly
shit.
they're raping your wallet.
I gotta tell you, I really hate this thing.
You're like,
can't-
when it
yeah,
was
here.
points and I didn't have a clue,
But I
it was
explained
so
this
much
too.
nicer.
You also can't bank points anymore.
Yes, you can.
I don't think you can.
You can buy points
Okay,
cards,
you can buy cards.
and then it gets transferred right into dollars.
Yeah, it turns right. into
And he
money.
doesn't like that.
He
'cause
doesn't
then
like that
see.
he can see.
Oh, no,
what
I
he's
understand.
spending.
Well, no, I
I
like
understand.
last night I was on, and I really wanted to just like load $70, like I normally do. I load $74.99, I think is what I normally pay for my points, and I just wanted to load it.
How many fucking points do you get?
I don't 6,000, I think it was.
Jesus Christ. That's gotta be 50. I don't think they sell $75 cards.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's $74.99.
Lee gets a special deal because he's Lee.
No,
no, he doesn't.
I would say it was $74.99 was like the max you could buy.
At a time.
Yeah.
See, he's not buying cards. He's just putting his credit card on Xbox and saying, "Give me points."
Yeah.
Well, actually, now it's
That's
"Give me
terrible.
money."
Well, yeah, well, no, it was
Take my
great
card.
because,
That's great.
and then you had like, okay, now I got X amount of points and I can buy whatever. But now I'm like, I can't even find a spot where I can actually load money, like $74.99.
Now you have to think what you're doing.
No, I just want to
No,
give.
yeah, that's
no,
what-
look,
no, that's
I
what
just
it
want to
is.
like, okay, here's 75.
You just want
bucks.
to be like $75. See, that money's gone now. So
Right.
now I get to spend whatever.
right.
But now you have to actually go, all right, here's money. Oh, I don't want to give you that much money. So it is the money.
I mean, you're probably right there.
yeah.
Gotta
It's
think
like-
about it.
Like last night, I rented. No, I bought this because I don't like renting. I bought Project X.
Wait,
how
that
did
party
that
movie?
feel?
What?
Yeah, the
party movie?
Yeah, the party movie.
Let me ask you a question. How much
I want
money
to say
did
it
you
was like
waste on it?
$12.99.
That's terrible, dude.
You do know with
Yeah.
my account, it is on there for free.
Yeah, it's on there on my account too.
Well, then why'd you buy it?
I
You're
don't
like, I
know.
got problems. So.
I don't know. I felt like I wanted to watch. I was not going to buy World War Z.
I would have bought World War Z over Project X.
So I mean, that's my biggest problem. And then my other question is, can you still get an Xbox One
What do you mean?
through Xbox? Is the pre-order closed?
I think I'm pretty sure they keep releasing more and more pre-orders. So I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can get the day one editions anymore, but you can still get the.
Are you
the
sure?
Xbox One.
'Cause
Best Buy right now still has.
I'm
them in
talking about
stock to get.
Xbox through Xbox.
I'm assuming if
I don't trust those like place or the Best Buy and GameStop.
like they're gonna rip you off.
No, but they may not have that shit the day that they say they're going to have it.
If-
Don't say they haven't done that shit before.
If-
I know. I used to work there, bitch.
I understand that, but if they have a pre-order in,
Does
they're
not
supposed
mean
to have that amount when it comes out.
No. No.
No, that's
Okay.
not how it goes.
That means you're guaranteed one when it comes in.
Sorry, Phil.
That's it.
All right,
All right, go on, Phil.
go on. What?
Is there any games?
I told
GTA
you,
5. that was
GTA
it?
is the bread and butter right now.
When's
of-
my
of
Batman
what
game
the-
coming out?
Batman game
October
comes out
25th.
October 25th. Yep.
All right.
In Grand Theft Auto 5, can't you like train your hooker to be better?
In
and makes
GTA
more
5,
money?
you can.
What?
I will say this: GTA 5 has the most. And even though I'm in an argument to the end right now with a couple assholes online, you know who you are out there.
The
Is that
internet
Matt?
gets angry.
That might be Matt. A couple people think GTA 5 is going to be Game of the Year, which I think it will. I think it will be in the conversation and up there in the scale of Game of the Year. But what I have to say is, see, here's the thing with Game of the Year. You have to innovate something. You have to have amazing graphics, and you have to have a solid storyline.
Okay,
Making
first
your
off,
hooker
I
better
don't think
so she makes more money.
The fact,
that's an
the
innovation.
fact is,
if that's true.
in GTA 5, they have an open world base. They have driving, they have tennis, they got
That's not
football, they got
innovation.
hunting, they got beat your hooker into a better hooker. They
Yeah, no,
have
is that- yeah,
they
no,
have go
that's what I
on
wanna
bank
hear about. I wanna
robberies.
hear
They
about that.
have go fight fighter jets in freaking Kuwait. Whatever you want to do in the game, you can do.
I want
That's
to hear
the-
about
it's
beat
the
your hooker to
open-
make her a better hooker.
Pretty much, you can train your hooker and make
I'm
her
pretty
a
sure you
better
can,
hooker.
When you say
to make
train,
more
do you
hooker
mean
to make
beat
her a
your
better
hooker, or do you mean?
I guess.
I
it's
mean, do you
GTA.
teach her? Do you
It's
teach her
GTA.
how to be a better hooker?
It's
So
GTA.
you're
I
like
really.
physically teaching her. Like,
Billy!
This is how you walk.
Billy, speak up. This is your segment here.
Matt is really going to town on the Twitch live chat right now,
Because
saying that you know nothing and he hates you.
well, if he was here, he could talk, but I guess
Matt,
he didn't.
stop drinking sangria.
Oh yeah, don't drink the sangria. It's probably poisoned.
I've been told though GTA 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of the above is better than the new one. Oh wait, it is 5, but
Well, my question is, I mean, the graphics don't look that much better
the graphics look a lot
There is an
better.
improvement. You can see
There's
it.
a big
over
improvement,
GTA 4.
but
Oh, yeah.
there is no
Really? Because
chance
when I'm
in-
seeing it like on TV, it doesn't look different.
there is
You know
no
what it
chance
looks like?
that it's
It
better than
looks
Last of Us.
closer to LA Noir type graphics.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
yes,
does.
it does. Yes.
Marco,
GTA.
in your opinion, which is better, GTA graphics or Last of Us graphics?
Well,
Graphically speaking.
graphically,
Actually, I'm gonna go with
Just
Phil on this one.
graphically.
It
no,
is
Last of Us. No,
Last of Us.
I'm telling you,
Fucking
and I wanna, I wanna hit him every time he talks about Last of Us because he just doesn't
But
shut the fuck up.
but you
But
will
anyway,
say,
But I
The
gotta
Last
tell
of
you,
Us is
I might actually
probably
play
going to
it.
be game of the year. It's an amazing game.
I might play it.
I might
only
lend you my
because-
PlayStation because I
I
know
have a
somebody who
PlayStation
doesn't
right
deserve it.
downstairs. I got one right downstairs, Phil. I just don't use the bitch.
Yeah. That to me, in my opinion, that game and the Uncharted games are the only reason I pretty much own a PlayStation.
Uncharted games, I will say, were the one game that might actually have gotten me to buy a actual game.
This, made by the same exact people
Yeah,
as
made by the same
Uncharted,
people, that's
Naughty
the thing.
Dog, blows Uncharted out of the water in every front. Story, especially story-wise.
Okay. Well,
It's
Phil, I know
100%.
you've told me this many, many times.
I know.
But let's get back to some Xbox games. Is there anything good coming out?
For Xbox?
Yeah. No?
I don't know.
Just my Batman?
I got Beyond Two Souls coming out for
That's for PlayStation.
For PlayStation.
That sounds sexy.
It's got William Dafoe and Ellen Page as the main two.
Ellen
Ellen Page. I like me some Ellen Page.
Ellen Page is
Hard
the main
candy.
main
Yeah,
thing.
her
Well,
candy. Yeah.
here.
Patrick
that kind of
Wilson.
looks just like Ellen Page, don't it?
Not really.
Yeah,
That's
no.
what they were trying to
That's-
say.
Yeah, she was actually suing him for like.
Oh, you serious?
Oh, yeah.
She was trying to
They
say.
actually had to change the way she looked because it was too close.
No way.
hmm
Fucking people and lawyers.
Anyway, yeah, lawyers.
Lawyers.
Fuck lawyers. Call Sal.
Oh.
There was your segue, Travis.
All right, hold on a second here. Phil, you got some issues here, I think.
Do I?
Well, maybe that's no, that's just a text. All right.
Moving on.
Movies.
It got decent reviews. If the next 3 episodes do what?
He's definitely
$800 million a day, Phil. Go fuck yourself.
I did say 800 million already.
Game of the year, top
like-
5, number 1,
you
GTA number 2, Last of Us number 3, BioShock number 4, Batman. I'm assuming is
Whoa, whoa,
number
whoa, whoa,
5.
whoa, whoa! Number 3? What was number 1?
Number
two?
1, GTA.
Drop the
You're out of
F-bomb
your
again.
mind.
Number 2, Last of Us. Number 3,
fucking
BioShock.
You're out of your mind.
BioShock is a really
GTA cannot make. I'll tell you right now why GTA isn't going to claim number 1. GTA ain't going to claim number 1 because they didn't innovate what the game. They added to the game. They didn't innovate with the game. It's still the same mechanics. It's still the same story. It's you're a thug. You become a better thug. You move on to the top of the thugs. That's all it is.
Dude, if you can
Period.
make your hooker better, that,
I'm sorry. GTA, I don't even think is going to make the top 3.
It's going to make top.
No, it'll
top
make
3.
top 3.
I don't
Just
think it's
'cause of
gonna
the
make top 3.
anticipation of
Same
it.
reason Call of Duty's always up there in the
I
conversation
would
every
say
year.
Call of Duty will actually make the top 3. But I don't see GTA making the top 3. Just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not playing the game. I stopped playing after 3.
For right now, I think The Last of Us has it. Next gen, when it comes out, who knows? Because next gen does come out before the year's over. So
Okay. So that pretty much concludes our segue on video games, right?
movies. Heroes has spoken.
There is no damn fish god, John.
The fish god has spoken.
We are going to allow you, John, a chance to draw.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
he's
I'm gonna
blowing
logo-
my phone
I'm
up.
gonna logo that shit.
So we're going to allow you to draw a
Yeah.
logo of a fish god for
Yeah,
us.
I'm gonna do a couple.
And I don't necessarily, again,
We can vote.
all right, we can vote. But it's more did Marco did John actually tell you what Hall of Heroes actually was?
Hall
No.
of Heroes.
Okay, it's not actually a fish god. There is no.
I made up
he
the
made
fish
the
god
fish
thing.
god
It's
shit.
awesome.
It's a
The fish
cichlid.
god
However,
shit's
It's a
awesome.
it
damn
is a
cichlid.
Greek cult of heroes.
Oh yeah, I told him
Yeah.
actually.
Marco knew about that before you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was just questioning
Marco's
John.
knowing?
I was questioning John, and
Okay.
I realized
still
that
like
whenever
fish
John
god.
says something, you have to question it.
Yeah, it's true.
Question his
I never
sources.
lied, though. I said I made it up.
I know you did.
Yeah.
Movies.
You kept
All
telling
right, so moving on, movies,
Film!
Movies.
film, movies.
The Beebs.
Yeah, the Beebs.
We gotta hit that first.
Yeah, we gotta hit the Bieber.
The
You're trying to hit the
Beebs.
beebs.
Yeah.
Dude, the Beebs is gonna be Robin. That is official
That
shit.
is no.
That is
I
official
really wish
shit.
we would have had our.
Now, guys,
Hold on.
remember, Ben Affleck, you gotta give him a shot because remember what they said about Anne Hathaway. You gotta give the Beebs a shot.
All right,
He's never
here's-
even done
All
movies.
right, here's
He
the
could
thing.
be amazing.
Here's the thing with the
Here's the
Justin
thing.
Bieber.
No, it was fake. That's what the.
Well, no,
that's
did
the
it,
thing.
did it come
It
out
wasn't.
fake?
It
It's
wasn't
fake.
confirmed yet.
It's
They said
fake.
he was working. He was working with
Funny
Funny
or
or Die
Die,
a
yeah.
week previous, so this could
Well,
be.
no, it
fake.
wasn't a week previous. He was
was a
supposed to be
week
shooting something for Funny or Die about it. So,
It's fake.
but somebody.
I don't know if Ben Affleck can be Batman. Justin Bieber might as well be.
Never
fucking
know.
Robin.
You never know.
I said if he's gonna play Carrie Kelly, he's got to work out and gain a little bit of weight.
Absolutely.
And I have no problem at all.
You know, he could
whatsoever-
probably a good Stephanie Brown.
That's terrible, Lee. I can't believe you said that. But if he wants to play Jason Todd, I would be totally down for that too. That would be. You know what? If,
You know what? I bet
Look
you
at
he
your
would
face.
make a great Damian Wayne.
Oh my god, dude! Why do you gotta say
100%.
I mean, I could see that, and,
Totally.
and then you can see
No.
the little
You
bitch
can't-
die get
no.
impaled with a
No,
sword.
you can't.
Dick
you
Grayson.
Can't, my,
Dick Grayson doesn't
my-
die, bitch.
My,
Dick Grayson gets more dick.
no, my actually. Dick,
I'm gonna put your fucking head
Yeah.
through that goddamn cooler.
Like the
Don't
Last
ever
of
say
Us.
that
Like
again.
the Last of Us.
All right,
right?
here's the thing. Jason
sorry.
Todd, Justin Bieber, cool. You can't take that away from me and say he's gonna be Damien.
He is gonna totally.
I could see him as Damien.
I can see him as Damien before I can see him as Jason Todd. Jason Todd's much
Are you
fucking more
being
badass.
serious?
All right, so
Then Damien.
Are you
anyway,
being serious?
Much
look, it's
more
not
badass.
gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not
You're
gonna
being
happen.
Serious?
I'm
Put your
dead
hand down.
serious,
People
Sean.
need to see
I-
that beautiful mug.
I agree with Marco, but it's not gonna happen. So let's move on to some movies this week. What
if
did we
they
see?
made a movie,
What did we see this week?
The
Damien
Chronicles
has
of
a
Riddick.
vagina.
That's all.
I hope you got lead poison and die.
Movies.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Don't hit the table.
Yeah, don't smack the.
Stop yelling. $35 million
Oh my God.
2
I'm
weeks.
peeking.
Chronicles of Riddick.
35 million 2 weeks.
Is it really called Chronicles of Riddick?
Or no,
No,
Riddick.
it's
That's
called
Riddick.
Riddick.
That's what I
Riddick.
thought,
My bad.
Phil.
My
Yeah.
bad. 35 million
million.
2 weeks.
That's not bad.
Not bad, not great, but
I'm okay.
You look like you're crying.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
This is all the.
I love it.
he read another Dick Grayson book.
That's just all the schmal.
All right, so Riddick. Now, where do we stand with our bet with Matt?
Well, right now, Prisoner is coming out, so we'll see how good.
Did
it
we
goes.
just say 2 weeks though?
Yeah, the first 2
Yeah,
weeks.
First 2
Okay.
weeks.
So, but I'm actually pretty confident. I think it's gonna be close, but I'm pretty sure.
I think
Riddick
we're
is
gonna
make
pull out
money.
ahead, right?
What do you mean?
We're gonna win.
It's gonna be close.
I said we're gonna win.
Okay. I think it's gonna make about 30
I
million.
think you win because I think Prisoners they're just hyping that movie
Yeah,
right
there's
now.
not- There's
Yeah, that's
a
the
lot
thing
of
with
hype
Prisoners.
for it.
You know, Prisoners doesn't have any. There's no buzz.
No.
It has a lot of good actors, and it does look really good.
But to
it-
be
no,
fair,
no, it doesn't have- it
you
doesn't
have
buzz.
you have
New clothes
Wolverine
for the
playing
Clippers.
your main
Oh.
like
It
serious
doesn't.
guy.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any buzz. There's no buzz on Prisoners.
Well, it's
I-
a
I
tiny
hear
buzz. It
Yeah, but it's not.
it
big.
people
just
who
started.
wanna-
It was like
Which
3
one's
days.
Prisoners again?
It's the one where the
Gyllenhaal-
Wolverine's daughter gets kidnapped.
Wolverine.
I forget. Yeah, what's his name?
Kevin
Hugh
Bacon.
Jackman.
Taken?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's daughter.
Taken?
is- No.
It's not like a Taken.
It is like Taken. His
They-
two daughters go
two
missing,
girls.
and he's trying to hunt down the guy who kidnapped his daughter.
And the kid from There Will Be Blood is the dude that they think that.
All right, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Insidious 2.
I saw
Paul
Insidious
something.
too,
Yeah, Jesse.
Opinions.
and I absolutely loved it.
Was there more tip to
Well,
it?
hold on. Did it
No.
scare you?
It actually, it sort of did. It creeped
Wait,
me
did
out.
it or did it not scare you?
I don't want to say scare. I wasn't like, oh my god. It creeped me out though.
Is
There's
it
a
more
difference
creepy
between-
now that you think back on it, or was it like creepier than?
No, there's this part where there's this woman who I guess she's
Can
wearing
I
this-
kind of interrupt you real quick here?
Okay.
I want to make sure that I'm on the same page as you. Insidious 1 had a little boy. They were in a house, and his father, I forget what the actor's name was.
Patrick Wilson.
Whatever. It was like some kind of astral projection person.
Yes.
So that's
Well, the son can do that too.
right, and that's why he had to go in and get his son, and there was
Yeah.
this creepy dude. And
Okay, well,
so
like
that's
major,
Insidious 1,
I
right?
wanna see
Okay.
Insidious
Major
now.
spoiler alert, at the end, they do find out that the reason that the father was acting so weird was because when he was pulled back into the Earth realm, it wasn't actually him. It was some type of evil spirit.
He never
So,
came back.
He never came
in the-
back.
from
he
the
was,
first
he was
movie.
actually in the astral projection. He was stuck in a dream world for this entire time. So,
Is the father back in part 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the son back in part 2?
Yes.
Is the
The
hot
son's
mom
no
back
longer-
in part 1 or part 2?
Rose
Yeah.
Wilson. Yeah.
But you find out
Rose
like
Wilson?
all sorts of really
Hot
weird
mom.
weird stuff that's just like
I think that's her name.
there's actually a part where they zoom in the ghost hunters zoom in on a picture
Joe's Byrne.
and they change the what's it called they change the way it looks so that they can see something in the background that you wouldn't have normally been able to see,
Yeah.
and it's
Trick photography?
I don't know, I guess he saw a ghost but you couldn't see it in the picture until they did something to it. But the ghost, there was a
I've
ghost.
seen the movie too, but go ahead.
There was a ghost in the background of the picture, and it was him as a man, because he was a boy, and he was talking to himself as an older man. It's so.
I am truly
Trippy.
lost.
It,
It's
yeah,
creepy.
it fucks with your head so bad that like
It's
you-
like
you're
the
what?
the kid is talking to himself
He's
in the
talking
future.
to himself, and
From, like-
and nobody understands at that certain point.
Little
in the
Red
intro.
movie-
rum.
No, Red Rum. It's like Tony talking to little Anthony in The Shining.
Similar.
He goes
Except
back and
except
But
it
it's
is
like-
himself.
Nobody
Yeah.
understands
It is
why
himself.
why at that point in time he
Rose
got
Byrne.
up and
Patrick
started
Wilson,
talking
Rose
to
Byrne.
something that wasn't there.
Yeah.
And when he walked, he let him as himself as an older man opened a door. The people in that time period, they couldn't see anybody, so they just saw a door open.
Because it was like a future time period.
Yeah. So they were almost like ghosts. They weren't real. Because they were still in the astral projection state. They were still in that dream state going back in time.
Mark, but you saw the movie.
I did.
And did it scare you?
No.
Nothing
Did it
scares
creep you
Marcus.
out?
Scares. Well,
Yeah,
Did it
Margaret's
creep you
not
out?
scared by
No.
anything.
It didn't creep you out.
That crazy
Did you?
woman in that dress that, oh my god, I swear to god, every time.
what,
I'm
the one
still
that
freaked
made
out because of
the
it.
son dress like a girl?
Yes, she's creepy as fuck.
I mean,
Marcus is like, I like cross dressing.
I think the problem right now, and I think why horror movies are doing so well, is people are so desperate for a good fucking horror movie
To be
I-
fair,
that they will
there's-
just see anything.
There's
that
always
is
a
But I do
break though
think
during the
Insidious
winter
2
time
was really
where
good,
there
though.
isn't really that many. After winter,
Dude.
there's always a little break where there isn't that many horror films.
I
There's
disagree.
usually a little
I think
steady
winter is when we
fall.
see.
No,
the
it's
horror
between
movies.
fall especially, and going into winter. But then towards that springtime thing, there's usually only like one, and then like it dies off, and then near fall time, near Halloween time, it starts picking up again.
Actually, it's not picking up at all because that's all. The only horror that's coming out next month is Carrie. That's it. That
Yeah,
is the
but
only horror movie coming out.
I'm assuming towards
Give me a
Halloween,
new Jason
somebody's-
movie.
Oh, God, no more Jason, no more
I
Freddy,
think
no
Freddy
more
vs.
Michael.
Jason deserves a sequel.
I'm
Dude,
so
I'm
so sick of
stab you
rehashes.
in the fucking
Because I mean,
throat.
how do you,
You
pick
really
up
like
Freddy's head and have
rehashes?
him wink and
I-
never have a sequel?
no.
You know?
Well, first of all, there has never been as good a movies as the slasher movies. As far as horror goes,
Jason, Freddy,
I'm telling you, the best
American Psycho.
the best stuff is like The Thing. What's the under the water Leviathan? Like those those 80s like really
Those
gritty
90s.
90s.
Yeah, those were 90s.
So that was done in 80s.
Our slasher
88.
movies are 80s and 90s. They
Whatever.
stand the test
Actually,
of time.
80s
I like
and 70s.
70s.
I was gonna say 70s. Isn't one even almost to the 60s?
How-
I like that. I like
70s.
sci-fi horror.
Jaws.
Sci-fi horror is the
No,
best.
Jaws wasn't the 60s.
That
Jaws
was
the
70s. Yeah.
You don't.
Jaws,
You don't.
Jaws
Well, by the way, I went back and watched this stupid Event Horizon.
You really don't say that's stupid. That's a really
I
good
watched
movie.
it again the other night and I jumped like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah. And
You
then
are
I
a
was-
bitch.
That was another
I
thing
will-
about Insidious
okay,
too.
yeah,
They had a lot of.
I'm going
pop
to tell you that
things.
I'm not a bitch.
At the time, you gotta realize
No,
at
I
the
just,
time that was out,
randomly the thing
those
would pop
graphics
out in
were
the
incredible.
hallway.
The graphics
Randomly a
still
door
are.
would slam,
No,
and you'd be
Event
like, oh my
Horizon
God.
is
The
badass.
cups look a little
The
stupid.
audio is
I was there
horrible.
opening night.
Event Horizon is
Yeah.
so.
It
Oh,
was like
the audio
300
is
people.
terrible. Like the sound effects. Oh my god! When I think it's I want to say it's Cooper.
The
but
music
maybe it's
is
not.
horrible.
Maybe
The
it's
music's
not.
creepy.
The music's great.
It's got that like
No,
slow.
it's not.
It's
It's
got
like
that
techno.
slow, deep.
I'm
space
with
music.
Marco on this. Bring me some good slasher movies.
Yeah.
I'm not
And I'm not
saying-
talking
I'm
about
not-
Hatchet,
Whoa.
because that was stupid.
I'm not saying put that. I'm not saying put Event Horizon into those categories. I enjoy Event Horizon because it's a
It's
horror
sci-fi
movie.
horror,
It's a
though.
sci-fi. It's
Sci-fi
a thriller.
horror
It's
is
a bunch
awesome.
of different stuff
It
together.
was not horror.
Jesus
It's
fucking
horror,
Christ.
bro.
It was thriller.
It's a
It-
but you put a bunch of.
I
shit
would give it a
together and make that
suspense
movie.
thriller. That's a
You put a bunch of that.
No.
shit. Oh,
It's horror.
it's not a sci-fi movie.
All right.
Oh, it's sci-fi.
It's sci-fi, but
So it's at least 3
The
different
ship,
genres mashed
the
together.
ship
and it
itself
works.
has been to hell.
Well, technically,
No,
it's
you
the
know,
chaos-
it
it's
has
a form,
not.
It's a form.
It's
It's
the
like a
chaos-
hell
the
dimension.
chaos dimension.
Whatever.
That's
It's,
what we're
it's a
gonna
hell
refer to it as.
dimension, and it comes back, and the ship is pretty much alive and
Yeah.
is trying to kill everybody
Yeah.
off.
Badass.
How is that not horror?
And then at the end,
That's gotta be horror.
What?
You don't remember the ending?
was cacao.
That means awesomeness.
No, it doesn't mean awesomeness. Cacao. It sounds like a dead fucking bird.
Yeah, Denver sounds like,
That's the sound every KFC bird makes before it goes in the deep fryer.
I don't think Event. You know, I enjoyed watching. What's that movie? Core.
The Core?
Yeah. It's not even a horror movie. It's
Where we
just
go
where we
into
go
Earth?
into Earth.
Yeah.
Or better yet, what was that one where we go out in space and we have to stop? We have to start the sun back up. You know what I'm talking about?
The sun.
Armageddon?
No.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Best
No,
movie
wait.
ever.
There was
Ben
one where
Affleck.
there was 2 ships. There was one that was
joking.
already.
Don't
There was
do
a
that.
ship that was out there, and their job was to deliver.
Solaris?
I don't think so. Their job
I
was
like
to
Solaris.
deliver a nuclear payload to the sun to ignite the sun's core.
Is this one of those 50-cent Walmart
No,
movies?
this
that were in
was-
like the box.
I don't know another one.
I don't remember the name of the movie. Anyway, but that was actually better than Event Horizon.
No, Event Horizon's a classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sphere was better than Event Horizon.
Sphere was
Sphere was
good.
not bad,
Sphere
yeah.
was not even close to being the type of horror though.
Yeah,
Sphere was
Sphere's not horror,
boring.
that's-
Sphere
yeah.
Sphere was like, oh, jellyfish. Oh, I'm
no,
scared
no,
of
but-
jellyfish.
Are you sure you're talking
You're,
about Sphere?
you're talking
That's
about
Sphere.
Abyss.
No,
No, that's Sphere.
No,
Remember, Queen Latifah's afraid of jellyfish, and she gets killed by jellyfish. Anything you're afraid of is what you
Yeah,
get
that's
killed
true.
by.
Oh, way to
Yeah.
go.
Snakes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Way to
know.
go, Phil. Look at
I
that.
own the movie.
Again, I'm going back to slasher, and I don't mean like Saw, and I don't mean like Hostel. Those are
Ooh, those are
Those
good
are gore.
movies.
They're not.
They're not
No,
good.
Saw is some
The
of
first
my
Saw
favorite
was good.
movies.
The first Saw was good.
The first Saw was the worst Saw. They're sitting in
All
the
right,
same
just-
room the entire
You
movie.
can't sit here anymore, Jess.
No.
They get better as it goes on.
No, they get worse.
No, they
It-
actually
it
get
goes
better.
from-
Yeah,
No, they
go-
get worse.
They do get better. The first ones are uninteresting.
Yeah,
the whole
they're
kill
sitting
scenes are
there.
stupid.
They're sitting
I'm
in
sorry,
a
Marco.
bathroom chained to a fucking.
Those are
pole the whole
slasher.
time.
That-
All right,
that's a
here-
technical
here.
new
You
age
know why
slasher.
you two Nimrods like the other Saws? Because it goes into a
Go
gore
watch-
fest instead of a psychological movie.
No, Saw
Yes.
isn't a good movie. Number one, I'm not saying it's a good movie. Saw, though, it fits into that new term of new horror, where it's like, if you go back and watch the originals, it might have been cool when you first saw it, but now when you go back and watch, you're like, oh, this is okay.
Yeah, it's
And like the
decent.
newer ones, the only reason the newer ones are good is because it's fresh, it's brand new.
No, the newer ones
It's
is
new
nothing
horror.
but gore.
All right, listen.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like
I-
Hostel.
I
That
love
chick is
that.
really
That's
hot.
cool.
Shawnee.
Oh
Oh
my
god,
God, you
stop
were
talking
fucking
about hot
Fourth
women.
fucking trimester, whatever the hell
All right.
is going on with you
Here,
tonight.
look. This is what happened to the Saw franchise, and I'll be straight. It started as a psychological horror movie and turned into, okay, how can we kill people now? The most
Yes,
glorious.
yes.
It turned
B-rate
to
horror.
shit.
It's
All right,
B-rate
but
horror.
it
Shit.
wasn't
No,
always,
it wasn't B-rate horror.
It's new
It
age.
wasn't
B-rate
always
horror
just
is
a
Hatchet.
psychological thing, though.
No, the
It
first
was
the
always
first one was
about gore.
psychological.
It was about
first
suspense.
one was
No,
not
the
about
first
gore.
one was not about gore.
Really,
No,
because
the
first
I'm
one was
pretty sure the guy
suspense and
sawed his fucking
psychological.
leg off.
All right, well, Freddy slashed me. Does that mean it was a gore movie? No.
All right, and I'll
Jason
be honest.
slashed people. No.
The first Saw movie was the only movie I ever saw with a twist ending that I did not see coming.
I do
I
agree with
saw.
that.
How about Mission Impossible?
Dude, I fucking fell asleep during Mission Impossible, so I don't even know.
We're
what
talking
to
about
do.
horror
What the
movies.
fuck are you saying right now?
What are you talking about, Mission
You
Impossible?
said Twist.
Yeah, I don't even. Dude, I fell asleep.
That was a good movie, though.
The first one?
I like all Mission. They're like
The first
popcorn
Mission
movies.
Impossible is really good.
All right, but anyway, horror movies.
I think with Saw, you just have to be so into the plot that you just want to keep seeing it build.
No,
No,
And
after 2, I started to stop caring.
It's new age horror.
I
I'm
did.
telling you. New age horror sucks.
I like that pig
I
mask.
love all
Any
of them.
new horror movie that's just
I
like
agree with you
it's
there.
a budget. It sucks. And the fact of the matter is, the only reason the newer ones are technically better is because they're fresh. They're brand new.
I like that pig
And it
mask.
wears off. As soon as Saw's number 6 comes out, you're gonna watch it and be like, yeah, that was good. It was okay.
No, actually,
and
I
then if you go back and watch it, then a year later, you're gonna be like, oh, it sucks. Whatever.
Look, I can go back and watch the original Friday the 13th.
no, but that's
Part one.
I
That's
didn't
awesome.
really care for Friday the 13th.
Okay, I'm just saying, Marco.
It's
I can go
part
back
two.
and watch that today,
If
and
you-
still, and there was gore in it, yes,
Yes.
but there was that suspense element,
Yes.
and I can enjoy it.
But
you
it
talk
was
about that
gritty
movie,
film.
The Thing.
It was gritty film.
It
Same thing
was.
with The Thing. They need to
The
take
second
70s
thing was
camera
as
equipment.
good as the first.
They need to take 70s camera equipment and do all horror movies in 70s camera equipment.
You know,
and-
I
and
may
sound.
not disagree with you on that one.
Because
But hold on, now
new
Friday,
age shit is
Jason.
terrible.
Jason's good.
Yes.
The new Amityville Horror.
But do you know why
That was-
there's
that was
more
decent.
You
suspense?
just like that because Ryan Reynolds is topless.
Do you want to know why there's more suspense in those movies? It's because they can't pull off the big budget, super looking cool effects now. They couldn't pull off awesome effect after awesome effect after
You
awesome
don't need
effect.
awesome effects.
That's
though,
right.
Phil.
That's right. But that's what the fucking new movies rely on. That's what all the new big budget movies rely on. But back in the old days, they didn't rely on that. They relied on slow, like methodical movements and shit.
like Jason.
Yeah, like build-ups, like you said. I'm agreeing with you, Lee.
Halloween's still scary.
I'm trying to agree.
Halloween was not scary. And you know who else I don't like?
It
I
was
don't like
scary to
Rob
some
Zombie.
people.
I don't like
No, I
Rob
don't like
Zombie
Rob
stuff.
Zombie. I wanna
Any
punch
of
him
his
in the
movies.
No, House of a Thousand Corpses was
No,
I
don't
like
like it.
that.
good. No,
movie.
House of a Thousand Corpses was good.
It was not
was.
even original.
If anybody
was
said they
original.
liked his Halloween 2,
What are you
I
talking
will
about?
punch you right now.
What was it based off of?
I will stab you in the eye.
Oh, that's fine.
I gotta
I'm not
get
going to
stabbed
agree
in
with
the
it because
eye.
it's
No,
a
you got
rehash.
shades on.
Yeah,
It's
all
not
right.
a rehash. It was fucking horrible.
It was a bad rehash.
All right, so moving
Still
on.
Michael.
We're not going to be able to settle this. We're not going to be able to agree. You have Jessie over here who is just, I don't know, she just has that young mentality. Gore is horror. It's not horror.
Gore
I
makes
don't
horror for some.
necessarily-
All right.
Vincent
I don't
Price,
even-
he
I
was
don't
he
even
was a
think
good
that
horror movie.
Saul,
All right.
I'm not in
period
my
is
head
horror.
where I
Let's-
think that gore is
Gore.
horror.
Let's put it
But
to
I
this
think
way.
that there has to be a good balance
No.
for
Yes.
it to be.
So wait,
Gore
you,
fits in the
scary.
horror.
do you remember
It
the
does.
first Saw movie?
Yes.
All right,
I don't
it
think
wasn't.
so. She probably wasn't.
It was
born.
more. I mean,
I was
yes,
four.
you had your gore. You had a guy sawing his leg off, and you
Yeah.
had people going through the
Yeah,
puzzles.
it was a perfect balance.
But you also had the interaction between the two guys that
Hmm.
were chained in the bathroom and learning their backstory.
Yeah.
The
but that's
other ones were
entire
just.
movie. That's
No,
the
it's
entire movie.
No, it's not. The
So
other-
where else
that
did they
entire
go?
movie?
Where did
that
they,
movie?
Did they get
At
up
the
and
end of
just
the
walk
day,
out of the building?
Saul-
No,
Saul-
he saws his leg off, and he.
Yeah, and he crawls the fuck
This
out.
is
And
a,
he
this is a
lives.
hell of a
Yeah.
tangent here. At the end of the day, though, Saul is what it is. It's, hey, you're trapped. You're locked in there. You got to make the hard choice to save your life. If you don't save your life, you're going to die. If you do save your life, you're going to be fucked up the rest of your life.
Saw was a good movie,
That's
and
what it
it
is.
brought forth, I think, the Gore movies,
Yeah.
whether
I
it
do
be
agree with that.
Hostile.
It's torture film.
You know, Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods was good.
I didn't
Cabin
get
in
to
the Woods
see
was
that.
good, but that's haha.
No,
I gotta-
it's not.
It's got
I gotta-
haha moments.
No,
Let's place bets. How are they
Cabin
gonna die?
Fever is another good
Zombies.
movie.
I kind of agree
Yeah,
with Phil a little
Cabin
bit,
Fever?
but
Give me 50
from
bucks
what
on
you said
vampires,
about it,
George.
I have to watch
Like,
it again because there's something I missed because
Netflix.
Marco really likes that.
I like it. I love it.
Well, yeah, I know, but
It's a
like there's
great
certain
fucking
things like
movie.
Marco
It
and
is a
I
good
don't always
movie,
agree
though.
on stuff, but there's certain things where Marco's like, "No, John, you're stupid. You need to watch this."
We
So
always say that.
I gotta watch it again.
Dude,
Every day
how
in
can
Boston,
you not
dear.
like the fact that a stoner is the reason the Earth is destroyed?
Whoa,
That's
wait,
like the
what?
stoner. That's the end of the movie. Yeah, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, see that I missed.
That's a-
I don't even know what you're
Which
talking
one
about.
was
I
that?
gotta
True.
watch it again.
Cabin in the Woods.
So would you?
Amazing.
I
It's
would
on
have.
Netflix.
I kind of would have done the same thing he did, though. To be honest with you. Fuck you. You're gonna put me in this spot. You're gonna die with me.
Like,
If
yeah,
I'm dying, everyone's dying.
Dude,
Fuck
do
it.
you remember? No.
Yeah, I do.
I gotta
That's right.
Because
that's why
he
I
had to
gotta
make
watch
the
it again,
choice.
because there's something I totally missed.
Cabin
Sigourney
Fever
Weaver's
is
in
another
it.
good one.
Where the hell did she come from?
Cabin Fever.
Yeah.
Cabin Fever.
Cabin
was really
Fever
good.
was
That's
was
what I
actually-
like
that's
watching
Eli.
that on,
That's
like,
Eli
VHS.
Roth's.
I like that.
That's
I
Eli
did.
Roth's.
I like
first,
this current
like,
movie
big
news.
thing.
We're
Sam
talking
Raimi.
about.
Sam Raimi's good
We
for
don't
like the
have to
first
do
half
good
of his
movies.
horror
I know.
movies. and then his second half of his horror movies just suck.
I think we really need to have a horror movie podcast.
We do.
Okay, we
So
can do
that's
that.
what this just turned
Boom.
into. So
Boom. Next, we can create another one. We're actually going to create one for comics, and we're going to create a horror movie podcast. Or actually, we'll just create a movie podcast. Okay.
it's gonna
But it
turn
usually
into a
just
horror movie.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
a different topic. No, we'll do a different topic. every
But
time.
Yeah.
just to quick summarize,
We'll call it the Sunday
Insidious
Slashers.
2.
Insidious 2.
Yes.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up for
2
Insidious.
thumbs up,
I would say like thumbs to the side.
thumbs to the side.
It's worth a lot.
It was
worth- it's worth
Is
a
it
lot.
worth buying
Billy,
or
wake up!
renting it?
You
If
rent
you-
it.
Yes.
Okay, rent it.
I would
Rent
buy
it.
I would
Rent
buy
it. Rent it.
If you like the first one,
So
go
in
see
other
the
words,
second
buy it
one.
on Xbox. I like the first one. It's
It,
on
it
Fear
wraps it up very well.
It doesn't wrap it up because
No, I mean
there's a
from
part
the first
3.
one.
Oh,
From the first
okay.
one. It wraps up everything
yeah.
that you had questions about. And then
I didn't
puts-
have any questions at
It's,
the end.
it's not. Here's my
You
opinion
didn't have
of
any
it.
questions
It's-
about the random face that pops up movies over? You weren't like, what the fuck was that?
No,
Did you see
know,
it?
I did last night actually.
KFC. KFC.
Go ahead.
or-
Go ahead. Say something again,
No, I
and I'm
didn't
going to
know-
stab
I
you
didn't know
again.
You saw it.
I will. I'm going to give you a tracheotomy next.
What? Yeah, I got something down there. I don't know how that happened.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
All right. So Netflix, John.
I did. I don't know if I said it the last time. Fly 2 with Eric Stoltz is on there now. If you haven't seen it, it's classic.
Okay.
I've watched a bunch of stuff, but nothing really popped out. I watched Event Horizon like 3 times. And
All right. Moving on. Anybody else watch anything?
I did.
What'd you
I
watch?
watched another horror movie.
What'd you watch?
I Spit on Your Grave.
2.
Yeah,
I
I
saw it.
saw
I
that.
saw it.
All right.
I bought
Oh
it.
my god.
Now-
It wasn't
When-
as good.
Don't
When
tell me
did
on
this-
Xbox.
No, when did this come out?
It's already out on Xbox.
No, when did
I
it
didn't
come
even
out?
realize that was like a big movie until I said
It's not really a big.
No,
movie.
like
It was a-
everybody
based-
knows about it though.
Based off
It's
a
a
big
cult,
movie.
it's a
cult
re-
classic.
It's a remake of a remake.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, it's not even.
Now, is this
It's a
part
remake.
It's a rape film of
It's
a
a
rape
remake.
film of a rape
Yeah.
film.
It's fucking
Of another rape
twisted.
film.
It
Yeah,
came out
it
in like
is.
2010.
No.
No,
It came out
Wait,
this year.
Which one are you talking about? I Spit on Your Grave or I Spit on Your Grave 2?
Or I Spit on Your Grave.
Dude. Or I Spit. Well, yeah, that one's
The
really
original
old.
one came out in like the early 80s or the late
70s,
70s.
80s.
Yeah.
Banned in 13 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it just came out, dude.
All right.
Okay. So
Um,
is this the remake or it's actually 2?
This is
a
part 2.
Okay, have
It's
you
a
seen
different
the
girl.
remake?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure it's 2 different.
I've seen them all.
Although I do like in the first one how she put the guy in the lye and melted his like entire body.
Yeah.
Holy
But
shit,
I
it's
also
10:30.
do like the guy who raped her in part 2, how she
You liked him,
took.
huh?
Dude,
This is not really one of those subjects even
Yeah,
I
I like
want to
that
go
guy
into.
who raped that chick. That was
no, what she
That was
did
cool.
to him.
That was good. That was awesome.
What she did to him when she took him down into the sewer with her and sliced up his body, put some green shit on his body, and just basically let him die of infection.
Horrible death.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
What'd you
he
say?
didn't even look.
Cut him
this-
open and wipe shit on him,
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
and
Yeah.
just let him die from the
Infestation.
infection.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
I mean,
sounds like a party.
it's a very brutal movie. It goes. It holds true to like the other I Spit on Your Graves. Even the original I Spit on Your Grave for its time was just. It's still.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was beyond.
Well, it was
what-
banned in 13 countries.
Yeah.
So I remember that. I actually got a chance to see it when I was a child.
And you.
So,
the
yeah.
man you are today.
Thanks.
Because
And I am the man I am today because of that. Yes. Now, me personally, I'll just say I had like an '80s night last night. I started out watching Rock of Ages with Tom Cruise, and I got to tell you, fucking Tom Cruise does an amazing job at singing "Pour Some Sugar on Me"
Old
by
Tom
Def Leppard.
Cruise.
No, it's like new Tom Cruise.
It's new Tom Cruise. It's
Yeah.
not old.
Yeah, it's
Really?
new.
It's
Yeah.
it's an 80s rock movie that was done in what 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
Right,
after
right.
that, I watched Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg,
Which actually is a really good movie.
which is a good movie
Jennifer
based
Aniston.
off of the lead singer of Judas Priest,
Yes.
Rob Halford.
Well, it's the guy that took over after Rob.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's again,
Loosely-
like I
loosely
said,
based.
I had very loosely based. I had an '80s night, and I just couldn't sleep. I was up till like I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, working on our website.
Yeah.
So that's it really for me. I don't have anything else as far as movies or anything else to go on.
We're still watching Weeds. We've been watching Weeds.
I love weeds.
Yeah.
I hate Weeds.
High five.
Weeds is a good show.
J.G. Cohan.
I love weeds.
I never got into that show.
I don't know.
All right.
What is-
So, did anybody actually win last week's podcast
To be on
Style.
the podcast.
I don't
I
even
thought
think
you said
anybody
to-
said
I thought you
anything.
said to say something.
No,
and
you
then
said
call
you
the
said you
show.
get to be on the podcast and it scared everybody away. They're
Yeah,
like, fuck
they're like,
that.
oh shit. I don't even
Nope.
know that.
Well, what can we give away?
Did anybody ever
We
win
should
the,
base it off the
last
website.
comics?
What do
We
you mean?
should base something off
Actually,
the website.
you know what?
to win.
I want to speak real quick on the website before, because we're pushing like 2 hours now.
Yeah.
I want to let everybody know that we do now have a website. It is hallofhero.net.
Yeah.
No S. It's
On the end.
HALLOV. Excuse me, I fucked up.
OF.
OF. Hero.
HERO.
HERO.net.
Yes.
.net. Not .com.
No, heroes.
Right.
Hero.
No
Right.
OV.
We couldn't afford the 15 grand to put an S
Yeah.
on the end.
So now the site is up.
Yep, it's
It
up.
is a blog, which we do actually. We will have soon. Hopefully, we'll be actually on iTunes.
Mhm.
But I did want to point out that if anybody does want to write for us,
Yes.
feel free, drop us a line. You can find us on our Facebook page.
You're going to need a sample.
Well, actually,
your
John,
urine?
that's your
Your
job.
example.
That's your job. Your job is to actually edit their stuff.
I know.
But if you would like to write for us,
Yep.
no matter how big or small,
Yep.
you know, I know one of our fans, Spencer, he's actually wanting to do a Where Are They Now in comics.
Yeah. It
So,
doesn't have to be comics. It can be comics,
Comics.
TV, video
Anything we
games,
talk about here on the
movies.
show.
Yep. Anything.
you know, and you don't even have to have like a regular column. If you just want to do 1 or 2 articles, that's fine too.
Yeah.
You know, we'll give you credit. You know, if you know anybody in school that's, you know, studying journalism, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, give us a ring.
Yep, definitely.
So, check out the website. Give some constructive feedback. I'll do what I can to actually change it, if need be. We have a YouTube channel,
Yep.
which now you can actually catch our pre-recorded
Podcast.
podcasts. So, we're moving up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're moving up.
on
Slow but sure.
Is that like Welcome Back, Carter?
No, that was
I'm not even really sure what that
Jefferson's,
was. I might forget.
Okay. So, I mean, that's really all I have for tonight. You know what? Maybe we don't give anything away. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we don't give anything away for a little while.
No prizes this
No
time.
more prizes.
Did anybody win the comics that are
No.
still in the closet?
No, nobody won.
All right. Well, when we start giving stuff away again, maybe you can win them comics in the closet.
Right.
John's going in the closet and then he's coming out.
You can win John.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants that.
If you're lucky,
So-
you can win me.
You know, why don't we call it a wrap for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Rap.
What? Why are you pointing at me?
You go first.
Hey,
I
by the
don't
way,
wanna go
should we do a
first.
live podcast for our Walking Dead episode?
I think so.
Okay, we can actually.
And
have
I
it
think
set
we should have this game and we should just play it here at the store
up.
and let
that
everyone
could
see
be-
how close it is to The Walking Dead.
All right, maybe we do that, Phil.
All right.
Maybe I'll
Maybe
I'll-
you can play it, and we can
maybe.
get your take as you play. it.
Maybe
You,
we'll
you'll
entertain
cry.
that idea. But anyway, let's call it a night.
All right.
All right.
I want to go home and I will go to bed because I got to go to the gym tomorrow.
I'll do
I
our.
missed the past 2 nights.
I'll do our typical. I was Phil. That was
I'm
stupid.
Marco.
And I am Lee.
Apparently, I'm still Skip because that's what I was in the beginning of the video. So,
You didn't
or-
get kicked this time.
well, yeah, I know, but I'm still Skip, so that's my name for this podcast.
Her name is Jessie.
That's Jessie.
Why are
Thanks
you
for
skipped?
listening.
Because I was skipped in the beginning. So I
And
was
thanks for stopping by.
Stay classy, San Diego.
This show is brought to you by Ben Affleck.
like, no, it was.
Quack, quack.